Welcome to the Fantasy Football Garage. I'm Chris, the Candyman, and you already know what time it is. Tonight, we're drafting best ball teams, and I've got an extra special guest on the channel tonight. You know him, you love him. It's the one, the only, BBChosen joining us, and we got right into a draft. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching this for the first time later in the future, make sure you're subscribed. I've got a goal to hit 1,000 subs before the start of the NFL season. We're almost there, but I need your help. Doesn't cost you anything. Smash that subscribe button. Come get in the chat. Say what up. Come draft with us. We're going live drafting NFL teams, best ball, PGA, weekly. We got a whole schedule set up. Come get in on the fun. Smash that like button. Get in the chat. Without further ado, we're drafting from the 12 spot. Chosen, how you feeling tonight, sir?
I'm feeling good. You didn't even mention like professional podcaster now on Spotify, bro. You're killing it. You've got some really fun stuff. I've been really enjoying it. But having a great night. I'm looking forward to. I think this is the latest I've ever been on stream. So we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Glad you can make it. We've been looking forward to cooking up some content together for a while now. So glad we could make it happen. And yeah, appreciate the shout out. I've started a podcast. It's completely different than the show that I do here, the live best ball drafts. It's called Edge Detection, and I put out a new episode every Sunday morning. I've got one coming out this Sunday that is going to be about CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Which one has the highest ceiling? Which one could be the wide receiver one in 2026? Last episode I did from last week was JT versus CMC. The one before that was about Jamar Chase versus Puka and JSN. The one before that was the inaugural episode I did with Bijan versus Gibbs. So it's a lot of fun. It's like short form, 5 to 7 minute podcast episodes, punchy, trying to get data and actionable advice all in there. And just something fun, something different, something to help me get some more fantasy football content out there, be a little creative and have some fun with it. So I've been enjoying it. We're drafting in the 12 spot right now. I feel like I haven't had the exact 12 spot pick in a while. How do you like to play it out of here? We've got like Lamb, Genty. Okay, Lamb goes.
So really big on Genty. And then you can pretty much choose your own adventure here. I even pull up Bowers at a pretty decent clip. So whatever you want to do here. But I think Genty is far and away the best click at pick 12.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Let's go Genty, and then I want to pop over to our playoff schedules. I know that Saquon has Houston,
San Francisco,
and Seattle, but then San Francisco is not so bad. I'm okay with that. Do you think we'll take a little Saquon here?
Yeah, Saquon seems like he didn't perform as well as you would have hoped last year, and so the hope would just be that he kind of comes back to his former glory. So
yeah,
I'm interested though. So you're doing Amon-Ra, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb. Do you think you'll just keep on kind of going down ADP and just the entire time, or and are you going to just kind of take all of these running backs in that same little area? Like you're going to do like 5 or 6 at a time, or what's that going to look like?
You know, it's a great question. I do think I'm going to kind of run down ADP for a while, and then maybe pivot when it becomes like a more interesting kind of like evergreen piece where it's like how early is too early for elite tight end. So maybe I jump over and I just grab Bowers and McBride and Loveland and do like an episode around what does elite tight end look like for like the last, maybe 3 seasons and what could it look like in the future. So I do want to do some like stuff like that where it's not necessarily just this year's ADP, but I thought there's no better way to start it off than just kind of talk at the top of the board where people have the most interest and is the most like universally applicable to like the most leagues. Because if I started off in like around like 18 picks, people who are only doing like their home leagues or redraft aren't going to care as much.
Sure.
And so I kind of want to make it, more general like that.
It would be interesting if you did kind of for this next phase, once you get done with the wide receivers, maybe like the young guns.
Sure.
And then the older guys or something, and that's how you split it up. That might be a good way to split it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like that. We've got the young running back tier with like Genty, Hampton. I would throw in Chase Brown and Jeremiah Love into that. And then the older guys, we got Barkley. Achane, I guess, is a vet now. So I would throw, he's not older, but he's a vet. Like with Ken Walker, Derrick Henry, kind of the flip side. So that's an interesting thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of what,
I like it.
popped in my brain because that's a lot of running backs all at once. But
No doubt. Let me say what up to the chat. We got my boy Jeff T, aka Money Ain't a Thing. What's up, brother? Boom. Of course, we have Adam from Nice and Blunt. What's good, my man? Good to see you, Adam. Hope you're doing well. Been killing it in his streams as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Nice and Blunt. Go check out Adam's content. He's almost always live. I wouldn't be surprised if he's live a couple nights this week already. You can go back and watch and going forward. And I'm definitely looking to collab again with Adam soon. We've been working on something behind the scenes. So looking forward to that, my man. Good to see you. And he's throwing the Lambos in the chat. You love to see it. Hey, we got Blizzy in here. Always good. Always good to see my man Blizzy. I saw Blizzy put out some content. I got to catch up on it. He put out something. I was there today or yesterday, but I'm playing catch up this week. We're back on the clock. Pick 36, 37. Jacobs is there. Do we catch the falling Jacobs?
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, he's not much of a fall now at his ADP where he is, but I really don't mind taking him. I think that he's completely fine. There's nothing going to happen. Nothing ever happens. And then I think it's either Lad, Garrett, or Zay. So any of those three, pick your poison.
Do we have any reason to prefer one over the other? I don't know. I like Zay Flowers just fine. I
wish by overlaps with Genty, but that would be the only reason not to pick him.
Lad. Who's
would
that?
Be the one that Garrett and Zay have by week.
Yeah,
teams, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, of course. I'm good with Zay. I've been a big Zay believer. He scored a lot of touchdowns in college, so we know he can do it, but he hasn't really converted those in the NFL. Let's chalk it up last season just to the fact, one of the reasons was Lamar was out, right? For, what was it, 9 games? A lot of
he was pretty injured. So yeah.
Maybe we've seen Rashad Bateman score touchdowns. A lot of touchdowns, like in 9-1 season. We've seen Mark Andrews do it. I think Zay Flowers is talented enough to score those touchdowns. I'm not super worried about Elijah Surratt or was Jacoby Lane taking a lot of his red zone targets or just like targets in general, I would say. So I'm still pretty bullish on Zay Flowers. And Isaiah Likely's gone. The targets have to go somewhere, right? Like maybe it's the year of Zay Flowers' big breakout.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely a lot of really good reasons to want to be on Zay Flowers this year. He's the one that I may be a little bit the most skeptical of, just because I haven't seen him do it necessarily like some of these other guys that are in this tier. But I mean, you have Garrett Wilson, who's on an offense that I am not super big on. You see Emeka Egbuka. Like once all the guys come back, like he had a really great early start to the season and then kind of just really fell off. And so yeah. I haven't been taking almost any Egbuka. And then Tet, again, kind of on a crappy offense, but it seems very solid. And then I really like Lad with McDaniels coming in. But yeah.
No, yeah, it's a fun start. Obviously, you go 3 running backs, like very high T start. But 3 guys that are actually workhorses, like true bell cow backs that are going to get the goal line carries, the receptions, all of like the touches in their offense. They're going to dominate. So I like that. We're talking pre-stream about the falling Josh Jacobs, and both you and I are very bullish on Josh Jacobs. We don't care about the legal stuff. We're not worried, at least. Not that we don't think it's potentially an issue, but we've seen year in and year out. You always got to fade the scare when everyone else is fearful and uncertain and they're doubtful about like their fudding legal stuff. You just got to dig in and that's when you get your bags.
Yeah, I mean, especially so like we're in the Pomeranian right now. Like we're not gonna win in a contest of almost 1,000 people in the last week because we are super scared. Like in what world could you win trying to draft for like the floor? So yep. I'm pretty big on taking swings, like especially if we're in Best Ball Mania or some of these like really like we're drafting for $1 million, $2 million. Like let's take some swings, boys. Let's grow a couple pairs. Like I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt. And I like getting the running backs early because it's so much easier to get your QBs in the QB pocket, and you don't need to worry about your like flex or your third running back. The wide receivers, there's a bunch of values that I like, even up to like pick 100, 115. There's still guys that I think, even pick 130, I can think of 2 or 3 wide receivers right now that are underpriced. And then tight ends, do they really matter? Who knows? And you can get them anywhere on the draft board.
Yeah, I mean, I've been I didn't talk to you this but I was going to talk to you about it. I've been really liking the double elite tight end builds recently, getting Bowers and Loveland respectively like together. I think it could be super fun, and I think that Loveland and Bowers could both go off for about 20 points each week, and so having Bowers hit your flex or Loveland hit your flex seems pretty good. Yeah, let's take Lamar, but I think it looks much prettier if you get Lamar in the fourth round. So maybe we take sorry in the sixth round. So maybe we take Christian Watson first.
Are you cool with
That was a
Watson?
blunder.
Like, we have a team stack going on, or is there someone else you'd want, like Jordan Tyson?
No. I think that. I probably would have actually taken Brian Thomas, to be completely honest. But I really like.
I'm cool with Brian Thomas as well.
But we need Lamar Jackson, probably. I mean, we don't have to take him, but
we don't have to take him. I don't mind it.
You pick. My hands are clean.
I do believe in Lamar Jackson. I think he's one of the best picks on the board, and getting him past ADP with the stack, it makes too much sense. We're going with the elite QB. We have the running back set. Now we're just going to be attacking wide receiver with volume and probably pushing for more of a late tight end build, given we went with the elite QB.
Yeah, I mean, we can get Mark Andrews. He's a completely fine tight end one or something like that. Like that seems completely fine. Getting Lamar Jackson 30 picks after someone got Josh Allen seems
of course,
like really good. Like the outcomes, especially if both are healthy the entire season, of one being the better QB than the other, seems so thin. And I arguably really like the Baltimore Cincinnati way more than whoever the Buffalo Bills are playing the week 17.
Well, the Bills week 17 have Miami, but
I mean, I might
could be blowout. They might not need that win.
Yeah, they might just be playing their backups at that point.
That's true. That is an argument that I've been like hearing, one of the reasons to potentially be slightly fading maybe Saquon a little bit, but do we know if the Eagles are going to be as good as they've been in the past? And maybe they're going to be, sounds like there's a lot of like contention going on with the Eagles. You hear like kind of weird, bad vibes around Jalen Hurts and of course, AJ Brown, but they've got new coaching. They got Sean Mannion coming in, so maybe he can improve the offensive vibes. And if AJ Brown gets traded, it's all better. The one thing you said that was crazy, I got to catch you on, taking Loveland and Bowers is a truly insane DGen move. I don't know how that could pay off because I wouldn't want to be starting tight ends in my flex. But if they both smash and next year it's like, okay, Bowers is in the first round and Loveland's going in the second round, then there's maybe something there. It's just so hard for me the opportunity cost of giving up an elite ceiling running back or wide receiver for like a tight end. But I get your sentiment. I think it's a very hard thing to pull off, but it would be fun if it did.
Yeah, I don't really care about drafting scared again. Like I was saying, like I really believe in Colston Loveland. I think that he has an incredible ceiling, and I don't really think that he has that low of a floor. There are only 3 pass catchers really at all in the Chicago offense, and I think all of them are going to get meaningful work. More so Luther and Loveland.
Sure.
And with that being said, I think there are so few people doing Bowers and Loveland where there are going to be plenty of Bowers and Burden teams that I think for the uniqueness of it, even there's a lot of strength to it. I don't mind Cortland Sutton here. I don't mind Jaden Reed. I don't mind RJ Harvey, even if
with Jaden Reed, the only thing. So I think we're going to pick Sutton, right? Like that's a lock pick, right? It's not
pretty solid here.
The problem with Jaden Reed is we have Josh Jacobs and Christian Watson. At what point are we overexposed with early draft capital to the Packers? And
that's probably too much. I don't mind RJ Harvey or Rico here either.
Sure,
just completely fine.
Harvey's kind of fun. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. I
think these receivers, I can make a bull case for all these receivers like Godwin or Reed or Wilson. I like Wilson a lot. I think we saw a really good outcome with him in the second half of last season, but let's just get our 4th running back and then we check our bye weeks. I think we're just like solid at running back. Yeah, we could essentially build a hyper fragile and be done at RB, or maybe just tack on one at the end. We'll just see how it works out and how many tight ends we end up taking receivers. Through our first 8 picks, 1-4-3 build, we've got Lamar Jackson, Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, RJ Harvey, And then our receivers are Zay Flowers, Christian Watson, and Cortland Sutton. So we have 2 Broncos, 2 Ravens, and 2 Packers. I like making concentrated bets on offenses that I think are good. Then you throw in the Eagles with Saquon, and we're all expecting better things with Ashton Genty, the Raiders, Mendoza. We don't think he's going to be an instant bust. He might not start his NFL career super hot, but I don't think I wouldn't be so surprised if he actually had a CJ Stroud level rookie season, like kind of smashes expectations. And then, of course, like they have a completely new coaching staff as well.
Yeah, I don't know if there are very many other people that we could just see super easily being the third RB off the board, if not higher next year, other than Genty. I feel like that's such a smash. Like I couldn't think of anyone other than Genty being that spot, unless Jeremiah Love just goes completely off. But I'm not going to be in that much on the Arizona Cardinals this year. I think maybe next year Jeremiah Love has upside like that. But I think Genty probably will be incredible this year unless he gets hurt. I don't see Mike Washington taking very many reps away from him when it matters most. He'll get plenty of touchdowns. I would assume probably like 12 on the ground and then like 3 catching.
That'd be good.
Yeah, he'll be getting like a touchdown a game.
Love it. Let me say up to the boys in the chat. Of course, we have Putt Daddy again. Good to see you, my man. Putt Daddy says, Loveland Bowers is way too much capital for my taste. That's kind of how I feel about it, just in general.
It's okay to have low testosterone. That's all right.
Come on, baby, turn the lights off. What's up, brother? How we doing? Happy Friday night, everyone. He says, just got Rashee Rice at 35, Jacobs at 38 in the Frenchie 4, where 6 out of 12 advance. Not sure what this room is doing, but thanks. Dude, that's actually Chosen and I were just talking about that. He's been snatching up the Rashee Rice and Josh Jacobs legal fallers in the Elam and other contests as well. So we like that strategy for sure. Jose, my man, good to see you. Chosen, do you recognize that profile pic?
I kind of do. I mean, I know who the actor is, but I don't know if I've ever seen the movie. If that's
Dodgeball. That's White Goodman.
Okay.
He's the villain in Dodgeball, and at the very end of the movie, he's like a jacked, ripped guy like who owns a gym, Globo Gym. At the end of the movie, he gets really fat because he gets depressed.
That's funny.
It's incredible.
That's pretty funny.
What's up, Bayou Bengal? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here.
What a stud.
What up, Emo? How we doing? Good to see my man.
Fun. Did you put emotional in the description or anything?
Did I put emotional in? No. Okay, we're back on the clock. 108, 109. I fucking hate Ricky Pearsall, but maybe we do it. No, we could do KC.
We'll do KC first. I like KC.
I literally don't want.
What's tight end look like?
Good question. It looks pretty bad. We can pull Kelsey up. No.
Yeah, let's just say, hey, Mr. Ricky, there's nobody to take.
Or do we grab another quarterback here?
I don't know about quarterback here. We don't really have anyone to stack.
Do you want to do Ricky or do you want to go with the running back?
We could go Gainwell or Ricky. I don't care.
I think Ricky sucks.
Okay. Hey, we've got oh, dude, you already got a Memby from Mr. Emo Cowboy. There we go.
Hey, yo. Boom. Gifted. I have to go over to YouTube and see who it got gifted to. To Jose Cruz. Oh, everyone throw your yellow Lambos in the chat. Bang. Appreciate you, Emo. Thank you, my man. Very, very fun stream on After Dark tonight. I was listening while I was doing the dad duties and all that stuff. I was catching up. Very, very very fun appearance. I liked the chemistry that you and Nathaniel had and kind of the give and take and the back and forth. I thought it was really fun.
So we are definitely done at running back. We've got 3 week 10 buys. So that's not always the most fun thing in the world, but that's okay. We got Genty and Jacob.
Well, in week, I like that though. In week 10, we've got Genty and Josh Jacobs. So I'm not going to sweat it.
Mm-hmm.
And only Cortland Sutton. So we'll be pretty good for our flex.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely, I think we can be done at running back. And this feels like a solid squad.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Ricky Pearsall, like the only argument that I can think of is that he is the second pass catcher on the San Francisco 49ers. But once George Kittle comes back, and I don't know exactly when that happens, I don't think that the third pass catcher, probably even fourth, I guess, with CMC, and as long as
I was going to
as he's
say,
healthy,
I
that just
think
doesn't
Ricky
seem
Pearsall is
very feasible.
competing to be the fourth target earner, behind first Mike Evans, second McCaffrey, if not flip those. And then Kittle, when healthy, definitely will out earn Pearsall, in my opinion. Maybe it's closer than it could be. And obviously Kittle's coming off of the injury. And then I don't know. I just
Jake Tonges, I mean,
no.
Christian
I think
McCaffrey, Stribling,
Stribling's pretty thin as well. But no, I'm just never been a Pearsall guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
What's up, Uvain?
not a big Ricky guy. I've taken him from time to time, but he's not my.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. See, we're gonna give all of the quotes from Dodgeball, and Chosen's just like it's going right over his head. I like that one, and then oh god, there's so many good quotes from that movie. Man.
All right, I did my very best. This is killing me. I'm done with this.
He couldn't last the pressure.
You and the Bindles are real ones. I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, Paulino, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Come on, baby says he's the same character as Camp Heavyweights, which is a classic. Oh yeah, love that movie too. What was the Camp Heavyweights? Was it? It's not like a Disney Channel movie, but I swear it was always played on Disney Channel. I don't think it was a Disney Channel movie. I think it was just a movie that Disney played a bunch. But that was also a really, really fun one.
Just anything with camp in the name probably did really well on Disney.
Yeah. I mean, Ben is like super young Ben Stiller is classic. Okay. We're back on the clock. Picks 11 and 12, 132, 133 of a 1-5-4 build.
We have no Mark Andrews left. Is he gone?
He is gone. We kind of got screwed there. I don't mind.
I think Diggs, Kincaid.
Oh hell yeah, Diggs is my favorite pick here. Picks. Yeah, good call. Good call there.
And
I'm okay with Kincaid, honestly.
So all of the coach speak that I've heard, all of the people that should know what they're talking about have been decently high on Kincaid.
So coach speak index, or just like in general coach speak?
Just general coach speak. Okay, I don't know actually what coach speak index has said on him, although I think he probably has said something.
Do we need another QB here before tight end?
No.
Okay. We're really pushing our second QB, but I think that's fine because we took Lamar.
It's fine. We have Lamar.
Went so heavy at RB.
Yeah, we will have. I don't mind with our third QB, like taking Deshaun Watson or something with KC, and then we can kind of try and choose our own adventure with someone.
Not a bad idea. Have you been hearing the smoke that Stephon Diggs is going to be a Kansas City Chief? Have you seen that?
I mean, that's been smoke. I don't know. I don't know if they need another diva in their wide receiver room. That just doesn't seem good. But it would be incredibly bearish for Rashee Rice if they picked up Diggs. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that would maybe be worst case scenario for Xavier Worthy as well, just for his target share. If Diggs was there, Diggs would guaranteed Diggs would out earn targets over Xavier Worthy.
For sure.
Yeah. So that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. So you have Worthy being pretty hurt, although still playing through it a decent bit last year. They didn't sign anyone. Obviously, there weren't that many great free agents, but they didn't sign anyone. And then you have Rashee Rice also being hurt, and they didn't sign anyone. So it would seem that they're, although obviously those things were happening mid-season and not prior to the season, that their track record is kind of just not signing people, and that they're pretty okay with the pass catchers that they currently have.
True.
And so I would bet against that, just me personally. But I could definitely see Diggs or someone else going over there. I just don't think it will be Diggs.
Yeah, I like your take on that. One of the things I had seen from Andy Reid, and this is from like Coach Peak Index stuff. The Andy Reid's been and this, I don't know, take it for what it's worth, but they have some confidence in Jalen Royals, saying that he stepped up. He's been playing every position, at the wideout position for them, and he could be someone who could earn some more snaps. I know he didn't play a lot last year, so that's why I don't put a lot of faith in it, but maybe they don't trust the rookie. Maybe now he's a sophomore. He's more, he's figured out the offense a little bit more. So that could be an interesting name, kind of Jalen Royals. And then they've got this rookie Cyrus Allen, who has like good size and speed, but I wouldn't put a lot of stock in that. But I think, Tyquan Thornton's draftable. I don't see him as a big target earner. He's more of a catch 160-yard pass or 230-yard passes a game kind of guy, right?
Yeah, he's the type of guy that you might tack on at the very, very end if you just really, really want some like really big boom bust type of action. I just am not really into that. I would prefer, I would prefer not. But
so let's really chart out our next picks, because we have to go QB here. We don't have to, but we really should. And
it would be wise.
I don't think he'll be there, but if Sam Darnold or Bryce Young were there, obviously Darnold would be a pretty good pick because of the big fall, the ADP value.
Okay, we're going to get one of them.
Yeah, and I think we could even go Bryce too. There's not the best opportunities to like backstack them. I think for Darnold.
No, Darnold has plenty of backstacking options.
Like Kupp or Horton or Barner, I guess,
is who I would take.
And then Carolina has actually.
Okay, yeah, let's take Darnold. I don't think that
we don't need Bryce Young.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Bryce Young here.
So
I would take Darnold.
Then let's think about this next pick. If we're not going to go Young. Are you cool with Brenton Strange here for tight end 2?
Yeah, can you look at tight ends?
Yeah, of course. Hawk.
Yeah, it would either be. I mean, we would be reaching pretty heavy, so might as well just take Brenton Strange here. And if Barner comes,
he does have the same buy as Dalton Kincaid, but I think we end up going 3.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. It's
either him or Bryce, but like you said, we can push QB a little bit further.
Yeah, I would just be in favor of taking like Deshaun Watson, and hopefully something sticks there. But
at the end of the day, you could take a 0 at tight end in week 7, and your points above replacement that you would lose on average to the rest of your pod is going to be somewhere between low end 6 points and high end like 8 points on average. Like if tight end smashes that week, if it's a pretty average tight end week, you might only lose 5 points. The whole thesis about having like multiple tight ends is just to give you more outs during weeks 15, 16, 17, that you're not just anchored down to one outcome or 2 outcomes kind of thing. So like for tight end bye weeks, I almost don't even like worry about it.
Yeah. And this obviously is like super low. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. But with them both having the same bye weeks, there's just going to be fewer people that are going to take both of them. And so it's going to be a slightly lower owned combo having Strange and
like
Kincaid. And so we could tell ourselves whatever story we want to make it look good. And then it looks good.
For sure. I mean, 112,000 entrants and even a 940 seat final, you're going to want some uniqueness in this size of a tournament. Like certainly. Yeah, I'm liking the squad so far. I want you to give me your quick rundown of this 2-5-5-2 we built. What do we got so far?
Yeah, so I mean, taking Lamar Jackson, stacking him up with Zay Flowers, Sam Darnold unstacked currently. Then at running back, we've got Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. RJ Harvey, Kenneth Gainwell, and then we've got Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Casey Concepcion, and Stephon Diggs. And then at tight end, obviously, we've got Dalton Kincaid and Brenton Strange. So all in all, I think we're like super solid at every position. There isn't a position that we're weak at. And so, yeah. We'll see what happens here. I think Dalton Kincaid has pretty high upside. Like any week he could be the tight end 5. And so I feel like even though we didn't go elite tight end, we definitely have some elite upside. And Brenton Strange can command 7-8 targets any week that he wants to. So
sure. Yeah, I like Strange. He's one of my more drafted middle round or like mid-late tight ends. Blizzy says take on James Conner. Got 0%, but a guy that feels like he would get respected that release request, or He could go somewhere with a roll and flat boards. I would agree. I think he's got some juice. The last time we saw James Conner fully healthy 2 years ago, he led all running backs in juke rate, which is like an advanced metric. And he was super decent. We know he can carry a huge workload, catch passes, do it all. I think even if he stays on the Cardinals, he has a standalone role. So like I'll throw in James Conner on some builds, and I was drafting him a lot more like pre-NFL draft. I think he's also a candidate, like you said, veteran respect, gets released, doesn't want to be behind Jeremiah Love at some point this season, ends up somewhere and can carve out a role. I don't think he's like Dunzo.
Do you know how old he is?
I want to say he's 31.
31. I'm not going to be betting a whole lot. Okay, I mean, AJ Barner here, I feel like we just lock up tight end.
Smash.
And then I don't mind Fernando Mendoza. No, let's not do Fernando. So I like Ted Hurst here probably. Ted Hurst would be my pick pretty much all day. So
yeah, I like Hurst. We've got KC, get another rookie bet. I don't mind it at all.
I do not want Calvin Ridley really, but
I'm open to
Ted Hurst I have like almost 55% of. So
ooh, spicy.
I'm kind of a Ted Hurst bull.
Did you like him a lot in college, or did you like him coming into the NFL?
So I can't even remember who it was, but it's a very similar type of guy as now I'm spacing his name too. The reception perception guy, Matt Harmon. He's a very similar a wideout Raider. He's a little bit older. I can't even remember who he is, but he was really high on Ted Hurst, and just seeing how he talked, breaking down film of him. I'm going to be a pretty big believer. He played against kind of plumbers and mailmen, which is the only argument that people can really bring against him at all. Like everything else, his stats were great. The way that he performed, pretty solid speed. I am pretty in on the coach speak as well. I really like Ted Hurst. That's all I can say.
No, I like it. I like when I saw Ted Hurst pre-NFL draft, I saw him getting a lot of visits with teams. There was this one chart going around on like how many times the wideouts had visited with teams, like a top 30 visit, and Ted Hurst was like one of the top 5 wide receivers they got visits. It was kind of crazy for how far down he was the draft board and the ADP and things. So I've come around on Ted Hurst. I think he's interesting. And hey, we just saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers let go of Rachaad White. There's naturally just some targets there, but even more so, obviously, Mike Evans.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of their ex receiver, so they've been talking about Ted taking that spot. It just seems so natural for that to happen. I'm not a very big Jalen McMillan fan, and I don't really think that he can play X all that well. And so it seems like there's pretty much free range for Ted to smash this year.
I like it. Yo, what's up, Hartman? How we doing, brother? Good to see you. Hope you were packing a little bit of your bags this week around good old Jordan Smith at the Charles Schwab Challenge this week. So I was checking in on the leaderboard a little bit, but I need to catch up on some highlights. Hope your bags are doing well, Hartman. We'll catch up with that for sure. Chosen, how much would you bet on Sorsby going into this season?
Who?
Exactly. No, he's the Texas Tech QB who was doing betting on college football games and is going to get banned from, he's going to get blackballed.
Gotcha.
He's trying to make a case right now. It's going through courts and probably goes to Supreme Courts and stuff. It's going to be it's a storyline from college football. Brendan Sorsby, he's the Texas Tech quarterback. Texas Tech did pretty good last year. It came out that he was placing bets on Indiana, his own team, yada yada. And so he's just one of these, young athletes who gets caught up in a betting scandal.
Yeah, sounds like a bright guy. Sounds like
future
a guy that people should be taking a whole lot of. You heard it here first, folks. Too. If you are in my draft rooms, please don't take Sorbsy from me. Please don't do it.
Yo, what's up, Jim? How we doing? He's supplemental draft bound. Yeah, I mean, he could be, right? It's interesting. Yeah, Hartman, we're all getting cooked this week, but we'll make it out. We'll be okay. Yeah, appreciate you, ENS. Good to see you. Actually, funny profile pic too. It looks like some kind of tall side deck. Love it. How we doing, Jim? Hope you're having a good Friday night, brother. What was I was gonna say something. Oh well, I
I think
forgot.
it's a platypus.
Is it a platypus? It looks like a
Pretty
tall
sure that's a platypus.
It could be, or is it just some kind of tall side deck? We have our last two picks here. We didn't really talk yet much about this pick, but Tua, Deshaun. You think you want to go Deshaun?
Deshaun would probably be who I would take.
I think it's an interesting pick. I think I'm open for it. Do you want to go
I think
Terrence
he's super solid.
Ferguson? We kind of need another receiver.
Do we? Can we look at receivers again real quick?
Yeah. Our receivers are Zay, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Casey Diggs, Hurst.
Yeah, we probably need one more. I would probably go. Torrey Horton here, probably.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
He had five TDs out of 8 games last year, and then he got hurt.
I like Torrey Horton. I was a big fan of his in college. He was really good at Colorado State. He played a game against Texas, which he wasn't actually particularly dominant in, but he kind of got on my radar back then. And then he was injured the year right before he came to the NFL, and then he got injured in his first NFL season. But I think he's super talented. And the only one thing that stopped me from clicking him often in round 18, and he's one of my more owned pre-NFL draft players, but I started to come back around and realize, yeah, they really did just trade for Rashid Shaheed mid-season, and Shaheed hit career numbers on receptions, and they started to use him more, and then they give him a big deal. So I do see the downside, but Horton is a guy that's a big play waiting to happen. He plays special teams when he's healthy, he's active. So I'm leaving a light on for Torrey Horton, but I think the Shaheed signing kind of stops him from being a higher volume play.
So I personally think, and this might be crazy, that they signed Rashid Shaheed more for special teams than they signed him for wide receiver last year. They schemed very well for him on special teams. He scored multiple touchdowns, one I believe in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm not sure. I don't think we'll see Torrey Horton in special teams this year. And I'm not sure what that will necessarily mean. I'm going to want to mix him in. I probably should have more Shaheed than I do, especially because I'm a Seahawks, homer.
Right.
It's kind of a cool shirt, but
I like that. I didn't catch that yet.
Yeah, thank you.
The Hawks on.
So
do you side question? If being a Seahawks homer, do you ever listen to some of the Seahawks like internal fan stuff? Have you ever listened to the Hawks Nest?
Yeah,
I forget his name, but I've been listening into the Hawks Nest for probably 4 or 5 years. Yeah,
they've got some good stuff. There's another guy, I'm completely spacing his name, but he's a news insider at this point. He's got a pretty solid YouTube channel, and he's not the super annoying, especially since we won the Super Bowl, the rah guy. He seems pretty pointed when he says stuff, and so I really appreciate listening to people that aren't just going to be incredibly biased and just almost unusable to hear anything from them. But
sure. We wrapped up this team pretty standard 3-5-7-3. Is that how you've been doing most of your drafts in 18 rounds?
Yeah, I pretty much haven't strayed from that at all. It's just kind of comfy, and it seems really solid. That's what the Sim's like as well. So there's pretty much no reason to not to.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Where do you think? So I don't mind this draft. I like this draft, but we want to be a better than 99th percentile outcome. We want to be the 99.9 percentile. We have to be perfect. Where did we go wrong on this one, and how can we do better in the next draft? Let's kind of be very critical of this one. Tell me your thoughts as we scroll through this roster for the final time.
Okay, so we got really, really solid ADP values at quarterback, and so I don't think that there was anything that we really did wrong at quarterback. Possibly we could have been a little bit more thoughtful, possibly taking Fernando Mendoza to stack with Ashton Genty, and maybe you get a little bit more points there. That might have been where we went wrong, but I really am going to be high on Deshaun Watson this year. I don't think Shakir's that good. I think Deshaun Watson has maybe a little bit more to show, but we'll have to see. I think that it's possible we went maybe a little bit too running back heavy a little early. We could have gotten some some wide receiver value. Like maybe RJ Harvey could have been. I believe that
It would have been like Godwin.
I believe Fannin was available there. So possibly.
Oh, he probably was. Yeah, he probably was.
We could have taken Fannin possibly. Where did he go?
Yeah, we took Harvey over, one pick over Fannin.
Yeah, so we could have taken Fannin there, and that might have been a little bit better. I'm not sure if Harvey is really who we needed with the week 10 bye.
Sure.
But again, if we're just drafting for what we need in week 17, I don't necessarily mind it. I think Kenneth Gainwell is completely solid. Mm-hmm. I maybe wouldn't have gone Christian Watson. I don't know if he has the same upside as Brian Thomas Jr. if we're looking for winning in week 17, but I think Christian Watson could be just fine. Cortland Sutton not stacked up with a quarterback, being the wide receiver 2 on Denver, where they kind of use, other than the wide receiver 1, they kind of use a rotation of guys, and I think that they have decent amount of pass catchers. I'm not sure what Cortland Sutton should be or could be. And then I feel like we were solid with didn't go very heavy on rookies, so that's fine there. Stephon Diggs seems like a smash. Maybe we could have taken someone better than Torrey Horton, but he's a stack, so that seems good. Wait, and then again, maybe we waited.
Who'd you say sounds like a smash?
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs is the guy.
Diggs. 100%.
I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy. There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
There we go. I need to get some of those on my channel. That's awesome. It's always pretty funny when we got the clips going.
Oldie but goodie. I got to
roll the clip.
I got to get some more worked up. There's some old ones, but some fun ones.
Yeah, and then I think that we did just fine at tight end. I'm very, very happy. Yeah. There's maybe a little bit of news that Barner could be sharing a little bit more with Arroyo this year. I've heard some pretty good coach speak on Arroyo.
Barner's so good. He scored the touchdown in the Super Bowl.
I really think Barner is good. I really think Barner is good. I just think that Arroyo, the coaches kind of like Arroyo. We saw some pretty good coach speak. So
maybe I like Barner a lot. I own him in like every dynasty league I'm in, and he was such a big hit. I was just so happy.
Yeah, Barner I think is probably one of the most underpriced tight ends this year. But
so we get the double stack with Darnold, and we got like a 20 pick fall on Darnold. We have KC stacked up with Deshaun Watson. All we have is Zay Flowers with Lamar. We don't have any bringbacks for literally any of our QB stacks, but that's okay. I mean, we have really, really solid running backs. If this team like smashes, which pick has to be the one that like carries?
Genty, probably. I love that you were ready for that. We were thinking on the same wavelength. That's awesome.
It's got to be Genty, right? And I got to update that
be Genty,
too, because those are only his college highlights. But when Genty was coming into the league, I remember staying up late to watch college football games that were on the Pacific time zone or that were on Hawaiian time zone. There was a game when the Broncos were playing in Hawaii. And the game started at like 10:30 p.m. at night one night, and I just I wanted to see Genty play because it was so electric. So like that his whole like last season in college, I remember staying up to watch those late games. They're always in a super late time slot, but
yeah, pretty electric, super fun to watch.
We all want to see Genty succeed. Like it's gonna happen. The team just needs to get better around him, right?
It just has to happen. I don't know what would happen if that didn't happen. So.
The scary part is like Clint Kubiak. Yeah, he's a first-time head coach, so that could easily go bad really fast. But we got to have some faith, right? I mean, we got to have some faith. He's coming from the Seahawks. They just won the Super Bowl. Look what he's able to do. So I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Clint Kubiak is a smash.
Yeah, I think so. Putt Daddy says we could have stopped with Lamar and Darnold. That's honestly not a bad suggestion. My only counter to that is the picks that go where we took Deshaun Watson are so speculative and so bad that if Deshaun Watson even starts more than 3 games at quarterback, he probably adds value to this team.
So you also have that Sam Darnold is the only person that would be scoring points in the QB slot week 13. I don't know who their matchup is week 13, but there are just plenty of games where Sam Darnold doesn't score more than 10 points.
True.
And so the possibility that we could get something a little bit better week 13, I think is super helpful as well. But
not a bad take. I lean 3 QBs pretty often as well. Yo, what's up, Chris B? How we doing, brother? Good to see you. Don't let Chris B down. Smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Come get in the chat. Say what up. Be like Chris. Be a supporter of the channel. Great person. Good to see you, brother. And of course, a Jets fan. We're pulling for your Jets this year, but maybe I don't know if it's gonna be Cade Klubnik or what's gonna happen. And then sorry, I gotta cut you off, Chosen, but Blizzy Blaine with the $10 holla. The fun future clips in the archives. My man, appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $10. Always appreciated and never required, but thanks for supporting the channel, man. And good to see you, and thanks for listening in and being with us. Roll the clip. I got to get Blizzy back on too, because when last time I had him on, it was great, and we were cutting it up. So and I know that he actually does some PGA content as well, not just NFL, and so he and I kind of have that in common. So I'm looking forward to it. We got to collab real soon again. Appreciate.
We also have 41 watching and only 15 likes. So
damn, son,
let's get some likes, boys.
Yeah, hit it up. And also, since we've gone live, we've added exactly 2 new subscribers. We got to do better than that, guys. Come on. If you're watching the channel right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Help me out. It's free. Smash it. I got to go hit 1,000 subs. We need 20 more. And at this rate, it's going to take forever. So smash the like button, smash the sub, get in here, say what up in the chat. Be like everyone. Be like Blizzy.
Go make a new Gmail account. Subscribe to Candyman again. You know your boy. Let's get him to 1,000.
All right, let's go. Log in, grab your wife's phone, grab your girlfriend's phone, your fiance's phone, log in, subscribe.
Your boyfriend's phone if you're emo.
Exactly. Whoa.
Hashtag ally or whatever emo says.
Respectfully. Should have grabbed Jacob's handcuff, no pun intended. And who would that be? Because I don't think it's Marshawn Lloyd. The guy's already hurt again, but it was Chris Brooks.
Lloyd was sitting out of dude, Chess Liam is going on more runs than Marshawn Lloyd at this point. Did you see him with that Twitter post that he was going up the hill or something? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I keep tabs on Liam. I like Liam stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's fun and smart, good game theorist, good drafter. Marshawn Lloyd, never couldn't be me. Chris Brooks, yes. Chris Brooks actually active on game day, plays special teams, will get some looks, good coach speak. They like him. They're talking him up. Do they bring someone else in? Who knows? Is Josh Jacobs going to play? Yes. So I'm not worried about it. But even before the Josh Jacobs news, I've still been drafting Chris Brooks, usually in around 19 or 20. Now that it's post NFL draft, you can sprinkle him in. It's not the worst pick. Not the worst pick. Yo, what's up, Disbanded? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Darnold loves Barner in the red zone. So true. Kind of like Stafford and Parkinson. Also very true. I'm curious, Chosen, what do you think happens with the tight end position for the Rams? Is it Higbee, the twilight of end of his career? Is it Parkinson again because the dude's 6'7" and is always open in the red zone? Apparently, if it's not Devontae Adams, or is it actually Terrence Ferguson stepping up and being that guy we want him to be?
So I think for ADP, I don't know necessarily why we have Terrence Ferguson so high on ADP. I think it's probably just us degenerates really, really loving him. But I think that he is, in my opinion, probably the best pick. If you look at his ADOT, it's like 19 or something. It's pretty solid. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. I'm just trying to play catch up with the chat. Great question, Eunice. Got him back to back. I know Hartman fell right into that one. Got him. Genty got robbed, man. Oh, to be on the Raiders. Yeah. What's up, First Down Fantasy? How we doing, brother? Okay, we jumped into this one. Hope you got in. We kind of hit it quick. I recognize. I know. Dat Mavis. Who else do I recognize? No one really. So we kind of snuck into this palm without you guys, lifting the dust. But that's how it goes. We're drafting out of the 5 spot. Second draft of the night. We're just getting started. We're just heating up, really. And I think we're about to start cooking on this one. I can feel it. Shout out again to Blizzy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the 10. And we got Bill Bradsky. What's up? Watson is better than Sanders is hilarious in the year of our Lord 2026. Chosen, let me know when you're drafting. Whoa.
Okay. You should follow me on X, and I will be sure to hit you up anytime I'm drafting. I'm happy to have you drafting Sanders anytime. Go ahead. Please let me know when you're drafting. All right, buddy?
Yeah, catch me in these streets. Yeah. I love it though. Everyone loves Randy Marsh. The Randy Marsh silhouette, love it. Drafting Watson ain't helping those subs. Oh, damn. Two Mule says, not that there's anything wrong with that. Lloyd's my favorite. 0 going back to the well. Jim would go back to the well on Marshawn Lloyd. Only people who are drafting 1,000 teams by May would possibly take Marshawn Lloyd.
You have Taylor
JT,
over
right?
JSN?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
Easily.
I'm a bit of a Seahawks fan, so this is hurting me a little bit. I actually probably would have rather had Genty there, but whatever.
Are we gonna draft JSN at his peak, his most expensive price, coming off a 10 touchdown season, right? Or are we gonna draft Jonathan Taylor literally in his prime, leading all running backs in pretty much yards per carry at this type of volume, 18 touchdown season plus 2 receiving, and Jonathan Taylor before the injury to Danny Dimes was averaging 24.5 fantasy points per game. Like that's like 7 more fantasy points per game than JSN. It's like insane.
And in like the playoffs, he scored 30 points total.
It's tough. It is tough. You didn't have Daniel Jones to keep the offense afloat. The Colts tanked. They went from first in the AFC South to last essentially. And
yeah,
then,
I think they lost 9 games straight or something.
Yeah, they won the big losing streak. That doesn't help. And then in the last couple of weeks, there's a lot of tough matchups. I could pull up the game logs, but I remember looking at it. One of them was the Seahawks. They did play the Texans, although I think that was week 18, and it still wasn't good for JT.
The Seahawks game was actually pretty competitive, which made me a little worried for the playoffs and for teams that were actually good. Like Phillip Rivers, doing fine against us was not what I was expecting. I was clenching my cheeks a little bit more than I should have.
Lloyd already pulling the hammy. Yeah, now it's Max Clare. Who knows exactly? That's like the dynasty bros are like Max Clare, Terrence Ferguson. I think Terrence Ferguson's okay. He's interesting. The depth of his receptions is good, but I just would think that Parkinson being a red zone target, I don't know. It's hard to figure out. I don't mind taking both of them that late. They're both free, but yeah, just one more tight end, bro, says McVay. They're going to be running the 13 personnel, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, imagine running a 12 or 13 personnel and then benching one of Puka or Devontae Adams. I don't see that happening.
I wonder if it would even be possible to get rid of a right guard so they could get one more tight end there, so you could have 4 tight ends. That would be something I could see them doing as well. I'm mostly joking, but
we're coming back around to pick 20. I know who you like here. If Ken Walker's there, it's kind of obvious pick. Oh, Bowers goes. Sorry, I was gonna throw out a Bowers.
That makes me so sad. Sure, I'll take Kenneth Walker, who's probably not going to be very good, but we'll take him.
He wasn't good last year. People forget. Is there anyone else you'd prefer here, like Pickens or Collins?
No, I'll take Kenneth
Let's
Walker,
just go Ken Walker.
I guess.
It's fine. We kind of have to capitulate to the market prices. We get a 3.5 pick fall there. People forget. I took Kenneth Walker as my RB3 in my home league. I traded him away halfway through the season because he was so terrible.
Brilliant.
He was really bad. And but then he was okay when Sharps was out, and he was great during the actual NFL playoffs when they give him 30 touches a game. If we think KC is going to give him 20 to 30 touches a game, then he pays off here. If he's still getting 14, 15, 16 touches a game and mixing in with somebody else, I don't know who that could be. Maybe they bring back Kareem Hunt. Then he's not going to pay off. But I don't know. I'm not fading like Ken Walker, but I just remember how bad he was last year.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy
Zay
like
Flowers.
Emmett Johnson in the building, I'm going to be a little bit worried for Kenneth Walker. That's all I'll say. I'm mostly joking. I mean, we could do the Kansas City stack. We could do Travis Etienne. Pretty high on him. I'm pretty high on Chris Olave. Any of these guys, I am more than happy to. I would take whoever.
Do you want to get a receiver before it's too late and go Olave, or do you want Rice?
Yeah, if you want to go Olave,
I do.
completely cromulent here.
Yeah, I was thinking more about it, and I think it was ETR who's the highest on Olave. Was that what came out this last week?
Well, Silva has him as like wide receiver, like 8 or something.
Yeah, it's pretty rich,
so super high.
I don't mind it. The more I thought about it, because we started with a double running back, we saw Zay Flowers get pulled up. You know, I would have hoped that maybe like a Pickens, AJ Brown, or Collins came back around here, but I think Olave is in that same tier for me. Honestly, like not too far off from that group of guys. Maybe there's a threat with Jordan Tyson now. Maybe that was more of like a pre-NFL draft take, but I'm still kind of holding to it. Also, shout out to Nathan V in the 7 spot. Sorry I missed you there, but good to see you, brother. In at the 7. Let's see what he's drafting so far. He's got Amon-Ra, love it. London, fun. And then Travis Etienne Jr., pick 31. Have you capitulated to calling him Etienne, or do you still say Etienne?
Like Travis Etienne?
Yeah, he came out and said that people have been mispronouncing his name this whole time.
Yeah,
it's
that's way
Etienne.
too late, buddy. Like, what is this, season 4 for you? Season 5? Like,
yeah.
And it didn't even work out for Teteroa McMillan. Like, he wanted to be called, what, T-Mac or something?
T-Mac.
Yeah, get better at basketball or something, buddy. I don't know.
No, got robbed from the Heisman. Okay, I do actually agree. First down fantasy. I do think Genty should have been the Heisman. But at the same time, Travis Hunter was pretty remarkable, pretty unprecedented kind of performance on offense and defense. So I give him that. But man, it's tough because Genty would have won it a lot of other years.
Anything but a running back, I think, is the Heisman's rule.
I know they hate giving it to running backs since like what, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's like Mark Ingram. All right, buddy.
Ennis, what's your username? Is it just Ennis? Pull up Watson. Bill's really in on the Shador versus Deshaun Watson. I have no strong feelings. I'll take a late quarterback, but that's funny. I like that he's sticking to the bit. Pick 44 coming up. Is it Mike Evans? Is it JMO?
It's Colston Loveland for me, but pick whoever you want.
No, I'm open to it. We can make up ground at wide receiver. I really think we can. 53, 68, 77. When you take Colston Loveland, though, do you get tempted to take Caleb like early?
Kind of. Yeah. I think Caleb is either a smash at ADP or he probably should not be going where he's going. And I don't think that there's much of an in-between. I think that he has probably one of the biggest ups and downsides out of almost any quarterback in the ranges.
Gotcha. Purple Yosh, what's up, brother?
We love Purple Yosh. Purple Yosh,
of course.
He's a good guy. He's helped me a lot with my Eliminator theology, or whatever you want to say. Like just the ideas of what you should be doing in the Eliminator. He's been pretty.
The only Purple Yosh, the only person not to be eliminated in 2025. Shout out.
Well, he was eliminated in plenty of other drafts, but not that one.
Hey, don't bring that up. We're talking about
eliminated more than he wasn't eliminated. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Taylor because Pittman gone, more JT touchdowns also could be true. I like JT though. I'm pretty big on JT this year. Looking at the numbers. Yo, what's up, Albug? Okay, we're coming back around. I also just realized I don't have my Ethernet cable plugged in, so I'll probably plug that in half a second. But let's make this pick. Oof.
Montgomery or Waddle here. Whoever.
I'm open to Waddle. I think Montgomery's fine. The Texans offense, though, a little bit scary. You know, I like Swift and Judkins just as much, same tier. But I think Waddle, we can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Considering I'm not trying to just draft based on like, oh, we have to fit in a wide receiver here, but I don't mind Waddle. I take Waddle at the 4-5 turn sometimes. Like I'd kind of toss him into this tier. Hey, they traded for him. Denver's a good offense. They're going to drop back and pass a lot. Bo Nix, if he's healthy and good to go, like shouldn't be a problem. And so Waddle, can he be their true alpha? Can we see like the best Waddle season ever? I hope so. The dude's a stud.
Yeah, I mean, he's going from Tua to Bo Nix, so that seems pretty solid. Pretty solid. Bo Nix can't even throw it like 40 yards, so. Those are some nice shelves.
Yeah, they're super empty right now. Hence, we were talking about this before stream.
Yeah,
I've
you're
said it on
moving,
stream
yeah.
before. I'm moving in 10 days. I'm moving to Austin. So
will you have shelves again or no shelves?
The new office in my new house doesn't have built-in shelves like this yet, but I want to put some in. And then I'm imagining it, but I'm going to have a stream set up in my actual office in my new house. And then I'm actually going to have another stream set up in my garage. I have a 3-car garage at the new house. So ballin'.
Nice.
So I'm going to have I only have 2 cars. So I'm going to have the third car spot be a golf simulator. And then I'm going to stream from the golf simulator. And we're going to be golfing on stream as well. So we're about to cook.
There we go. That sounds sick. You're going to get all the golf bros. You should probably, to be completely honest, if you want to get a better, if you want to get even more viewers, you should probably start it off with a golf simulator every time.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been thinking about it because I like doing the PGA content. I do it weekly. I might split off the PGA content into a brand new channel and then just be golf simming and drafting golf on that one and talking fancy golf on that one. And then keep this strictly football. But I mean, we could always do Friday night, Saturday night, late streams and hit the golf sim, hit some drives, between drafts or even between picks. Okay, we're back on the clock.
BTJ here. What's Mr. Nathan V doing taking our Caleb Williams? Can we look at him? He's in the stream. We might have to ban him if he doesn't have a Chicago Bear. What do you say? Let's take a look at his team.
Get banned, the band hammer. I'm trying to think anyone else we'd want here.
No, I really like BTJ here.
Yeah, BTJ is a great pick here, and he's a perfect fit on this team. Hey, I'm all for a year 3 breakout. Look at JSN last year. It could either be BTJ or Marvin Harrison Jr. this year.
Not banned.
Not banned.
And Swift.
Chosen Tua or Penix. And I asked the panel this a couple weeks ago when I had Blizzy on some of the guys, but I want to get your take because I've heard a lot of both sides. Tua, Penix.
I think it's pretty clearly Penix. I do not think Tua has the juice. I think they have him there for Penix to probably get a little bit more competitive. Have someone. I think Tua is a solid backup, but I think that Penix being younger, the guy that they picked as high as they did in the draft,
new coach.
He's going to be.
It's Stefanski. There's no allegiance.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be Penix.
Okay,
it's not even going to be close.
I thought it was funny because I asked 7 people. The 5 who said Penix were everyone that wasn't a Falcons homer, but then PPR and Goofy, who are both Falcons fans, they both said Tua. So
really,
it's funny how in line that is because you're not a Falcons fan and you said Penix and I think for some reason there's some kind of lean. Okay, we're back on the clock. Damn, I kind of wanted Ramondre. Do you take Pollard here? Kraft?
Yeah, probably Pollard. No, we already have a tight end.
That's right. That's right.
I would probably be Pollard here.
Or any of these QBs speak to you right now? Mm-hmm.
No, I mean Trevor Lawrence maybe, but it's possible
as it comes back around
to us. I mean his ADP seems to be right about where we're drafting, so it could be fine.
I like the Pollard pick. Pollard was good at the end of the year. Pollard also sucked the entire year until the very end, but he's been good before. He always gets volume. He's always underrated, it seems. And maybe the Titans just get a little bit better. Maybe Ward's actually not the worst.
And this Bill Brodsky guy is a little spicy in the chat. I don't mind it, but
I'm still back here with Al Boog. We'll see what Bill's saying. I recognize Bill though from some other chats, but good to see you on a Friday night. Thanks for being in here. All engagement is good engagement, so I'll
for sure. Yeah,
take it.
Yeah.
Kumil says
to spark some conversation.
Packers should use the incident as an excuse to release Jacobs without having to pay him. In my opinion, he's cooked anyways. Damn, that's spicy. She likes Tua Penix at the same time. Disbanded. He likes he pops in here just to drop some wisdom like that. I love it. Usually a lurker and a listener, but gotta pop in here when it's too obvious like that. The double pin. Double pen. Yeah, what's up, Rony Baloney? Bro, I went to high school with Ingram. You did? Nice.
That's
Ingram's
cool.
a stud. I don't remember where he went to high school. Was he from Texas originally? Is that? Let me know, because I can't remember. Yeah, what's up, Krioth? Aren't we all? Yeah, so true. True. Yeah, and this is the second draft of the night, but we're gonna be drafting a lot more. So y'all want to jump in the next one? I'll get y'all ready, get you primed. We'll jump into another palm potentially, or maybe even a pit bull. I don't know if you guys have maxed your pit bull. I've got 2 left. First Down Fantasy says a lot of bias to Hunter because he played both ways, played all those snaps. Yeah, Genty single hand took his team to playoff. Yeah, that was sick. And they got smashed, but it was fun.
But remember, Travis Hunter has to tackle Jonathan Taylor, so don't forget that.
People do like to remember that. Yeah, Blizzy, we'll get a golf stream up going soon, and then I don't know how soon I'm gonna have I'm moving in 2 weeks, but then I'll probably be streaming out of my office for a couple of weeks just because it's gonna be getting things set up. But yeah, I'm pretty adamant about getting a golf sim set up in my garage. It's been a dream, so I can finally make it happen. I just got the logistics figured out and then purchase all the stuff. But that's gonna be coming soon, potentially midsummer. So maybe in we'll see how soon. Obviously there's a lot of logistics to moving. I got to get through that first, but this has been an idea I've had for a long ass time.
Let's go, Lawrence.
It's easy, right? Easy click.
It seems pretty easy here. I'm not big on Jacoby Myers. I mean, if you want to pick him up, you can pick him up. But
if he comes
as
back,
our QB1 seems super solid. We have our flex filled. We have all of our wide receivers. We have a super solid tight end. We're lead at pretty much every position, and so I'm pretty excited here.
Yeah, it's a good price for Trevor Lawrence. In my current setup, I've got a chipping. So my backyard currently is AstroTurf, and then I can putt around on it. I can chip on it, and I have a little striking pad for chipping, and then I have a little net to catch the practice balls, little foam balls. So I will get out there and putt and chip and play around in the backyard. But having the sim setup there's been 2 years in the 2 years in the making that I've wanted to make this happen. And then
that's super cool.
I just didn't want to do it necessarily here at this house because I don't have a good spot for it, but I have more room at the new house. So I'm pretty pumped.
And you already have it purchased. You're ready, bro. Or
the house, but the sim, I've done a lot of research.
Okay.
There's I'm in between 3 different setups right now. It just depends on how high end I want to go. And I'm still trying to figure out what the best software packages are, because sometimes you get more access to more courses. Sometimes you get the licensed courses, but you don't get to play at Augusta. You go with this other package. There's a lot of considerations, but people have, I don't know if you've ever seen on Instagram or anything else or YouTube shorts, tons of guys have golf simulator set up. So people have done it before and people
love
it.
Right. Those are pretty fun to watch. There's a lot of content that you can make. So
yeah.
To round out the Penix conversation, pretty much the thing for me, and this is the reason why I was sold on Penix, and this might not be a very good reason to other people, but I think that Sacrilegious has 52% of him. So I'm going to be pretty in on Penix. The other idea is, so it's very likely that Tua will start and that Tua will suck and that he will just not be playing the rest of the season. That's pretty within the realm of possibilities. I'm not thinking Penix will start game 1. But I think that in the money weeks that you will have plenty of Penix. So Bo Nix seems very solid here. That's probably who I would take. Completely fine taking Xavier.
And if we
Worthy,
don't take Nix, we could push it and try to get Shuck in the next round. We could still take Shuck in the next round, even if we have Nix. But you think we just get Nix here?
Do. I mean, yeah, this is completely fine. Nix is very solid.
I kind of think of Pittman is beginning of the cliff for a decent wide receiver 4. Obviously, we could always get Diggs later, we've talked about that, but it becomes more of a backstop. So sometimes I try to push the QBs and space it out and not just grab Nix there. But we had the stack, and to me, Nix is a good scoring QB for fantasies. He has a lot of upside.
Yeah, what he scored 300 points last year, almost exactly.
I think it was right, and it was even he's underrated for his rushing, but it's not the part that's keeping him alive. It's good, it's solid.
Yeah, no, he's a good rusher. He's
it's solid. It helps rusher. The floor. It helps the floor a lot, and
for sure. Yeah, he throws maybe more interceptions than you would want, but he's I think Knicks could possibly be him, and Mahomes seem like probably like the weirdest ADPs for quarterback on the board. I don't understand why Brock Purdy is going ahead of Bo Nix. That doesn't make sense to me.
I guess because Brock Purdy had those 2 rushing touchdowns in Week 17. Like that kind of sticks with people. Like they don't forget how good the offense is. I can see it for Purdy. I think he's definitely like in this tier. For me, I think it's kind of crazy that I know Herbert's good, but like he really goes up super expensive, and we're paying top price for Dak again. We do the Dak roller coaster every year. He's good, he's bad, he's hurt, he's healthy. He's pick 80, he's pick 120. Like we fluctuate so much, and he did rise a bunch last year.
I have probably like 2% Dak. I am not in on his price this year.
I'm not getting a ton of him this year.
Limited rushing upside, and he's a fine passer. I don't know. I think that Jared Goff has very similar realms of possibilities of being pretty much the same. If you want to lock up one more, I do not mind. We're in a palm, right?
Yeah, it's a palm.
Yeah. So what? Like 6 people advance in the like let's just do a palm. Is it 4 or 6?
I don't remember, but do you want to go Shuck? Let's do it.
Yeah, Shuck. Yeah.
Because we're done at QB. We've gotten
QB.
all of our top receivers stacked up, which feels kind of cool, and we have decent running backs and the elite tight end. So like now we're just taking luxury picks and obviously getting volume at receiver.
For sure. And I think probably right here, they're like, if we could get an Aaron Jones or something, I would not be against it. If I don't really like the wide receivers around here, so I'm generally going. I mean, Aaron Jones goes. Screw that guy.
These wide receivers are pretty flat and bad for about
I have almost none
rounds.
of these 4 guys right here. Almost no Dobbs, almost no Higgins, almost no Shakir, almost no Coker.
Have you heard the nickname for your fans?
Yes, I have.
I'm just a cokehead, dude. Out of context, that's crazy, but I'm a cokehead.
You notice the quality on that's so bad because that's clipped from his stream. We're back on the clock at 125. Who are we saying?
Jordan Mason,
Rashad
maybe.
White, Tracy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care.
Who?
Probably Jordan Mason or Tracy.
Is Tracy a terrible pick? No.
No, I don't think he's a terrible pick. I think that of all of the like handcuff backs, like he has the most upside of just kind of like getting almost all the work for like 15 weeks if Scatterbo is just dust.
Well,
which is kind of funny, but
exactly.
Like,
and he's got some standalone value.
Yeah.
I'm between I've taken a decent amount of Mason. I had 20% Mason last year, and any investment in the Vikings destroyed any team you drafted with the Vikings. So I was a little bit reluctant to go back to the well on Mason, but I liked his talent. I just hated what the Vikings became. Obviously, they bring in Kyler, and we're assuming he starts, so it should be better, but I'm still a bit scarred. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, Tracy seems like a very cromulent RB4 on this team. Yeah.
Nathan, it was personal. No, I know it. We're good. New GM, Stefanski definitely a Tua bro, says Krios, which is kind of what I was thinking. I said Penix when we were all on stream, but changed my mind. Jim is backtracking now. He's left the Penix bandwagon, and he's over to the Tua side.
He's Atlanta agnostic at this point.
Finally, Chosen has a good take. Bill.
This guy.
Be nice, Bill. Minimal injury history on Pollard. He does get injured quite a bit. This is true. Tua's washed. He could be, but also Tua's kind of a stud, a veteran. Didn't he win a natty? Tua won a natty. Like, the dude's been around the block. I think Stefanski has a real shot. 2-time NFL Coach of the Year has a real shot of like rehabilitating a quarterback, like we've seen with Darnold's career. We've seen it with multiple NFL quarterback careers. They have Baker Mayfield. They come back and they are good again. I think Tua could be good again. We'll see. What's up, Darth Carter? How we doing, brother? Flint, Michigan. Oh, really? Damn, I had no idea that he's from Flint, Michigan. That's crazy. For some reason, I thought he was from Texas, but maybe he just felt that way. Okay, with a 3-4 3-1. We really are behind at receiver, but we can make up.
Diggs goes. Man, this guy knows ball. What's this guy's
Nathan
problem?
knows ball. Look how deep his receivers are too at this point. We need help.
Yeah.
Shaheed, it's got to be Shaheed, right?
Yeah, we got a need for Shaheed, that's for sure.
And I think he fits this team. I think it's not a bad pick.
Yeah, Shaheed seems completely cromulent here. Would it be okay if I made a call for like 20 minutes and then I popped back next draft? Is that okay? Would that be weird?
Good. No, you're good.
Sure?
It's not weird at all. It's Friday night. We're just chilling.
Okay. I'll be back. Mr. Bill Brodsky can finally get a little bit of time away for me. So I'll be right back.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Just give me. I'll try to catch you when you get back. I'll see you. Boom. Here we are. Let me catch up with the chat. And let me do this. Boom. Well, that's not it. There we go. All right. Shaheed, I think I'm taking my 4th wide receiver in round 12. Not something I typically do, but getting those 3 QBs all stacked up did feel very nice. We have the elite tight end through 12 rounds, 3, 4, 4, 1. I'll review the team in a second and see how quickly I can catch up with y'all before this next pick. Priyat says, Penix could be down the stretch. Skeptical of Stefanski is any good. 2-time NFL Coach of the Year. He'll on the Browns, for God's sakes. He'll try to ride it with Tua longer than he deserves. Reluctantly go to Penix. That's, probably not far off from the truth. I love you, Bill. Keep pushing us. Iron sharpens iron. We're getting better every day. No, I appreciate you. All in good fun. Let's think about this. Any Broncos, Jags? Go Strange here. Smart pick. Or Juwan Johnson. I haven't taken him in a while. He might come back around, though. The receivers, super flat. Super flat receivers. No obvious stacks. Already have 4 that we're good with. Take the tight end. Get the Brenton Strange near enough to ADP. The double stack, to me, makes a ton of sense. A huge investment in Trevor Lawrence. Might have the 2 top pass catchers on the Jags. I kind of say that, but I know Jacoby Myers is going to earn his. So maybe 2 of the top 3. Also, let's do this. I hope it doesn't mess up my mic. But let me see if I put the headphones on. Sometimes the music coming out of my speakers oh no. Where are my settings? Okay, there it is. Bluetooth. Okay, I got the music in my ears now. Is the mic still working? Go to settings. I think we're good. We're good. I'm curious if this makes the sound quality better, because I've noticed sometimes when I'm listening back to the streams and looking for clips and stuff, if I have the background music playing out of my computer speakers, sometimes the microphone kind of picks it up and does some weird things. So let me know if the sound quality is any better. But I threw on the headphones so I can hear the music in my headphones, and it's not hopefully interrupting with the mic. God, what do we do here? I don't mind Brian Robinson. I think he's going to be a touchdown vulture. And there's no obvious wide receiver to take. Juwan Johnson was gone. He was an option. I'm going to go Brian Robinson. I think Brian Robinson could easily score 5 to 7 touchdowns this year. Easy. They brought him in to be a short yardage back. Bijan was one of the worst running backs last year on 3rd or 4th and 1. Believe it or not, he was like not even top 30 among running backs on his conversion rate. Nothing against Bijan. I think it's a scheme thing. There's going to be a new scheme with Stefanski. They're going to run more under center. There's going to be more play action passing. It's going to get better. But they also brought in Brian Robinson for the short yardage role for some of the goal line roles as well. And we saw last year, Bijan Robinson only had 7 carries inside the 5. Tyler Algier had 7 carries inside the 5. That's not a lot. Even combined, that's not a lot. 14 carries inside the 5. The Falcons just weren't getting there a bunch. And like for comparison, David Montgomery had 14 carries inside the 5 alone. That's not even counting Gibbs carries. So I think Brian Robinson comes in and has a standalone value. So I like to get him as an RB5. We're back on the clock. And look, 2 wide receivers went literally. I don't think Debo's toast. People take Flournoy. I think there's a better chance that Debo Samuel is useful than Flournoy in most weeks. I think Debo, we'll see where he ends up, but he can kind of be a wide receiver 2 on teams. Flournoy's best case scenario is he's the wide receiver 3 and the 4th target on the Cowboys. So I'm just not there. Flournoy seems like a handcuffed wide receiver. Let me get Debo, who actually, I mean, we'll find out where he signs. I don't know. Where do you guys think Debo signs? I'll catch up with you all in the chat. Tracy could be the pick. I think Tracy's fun. I do take some Tracy. I was like, the cheaper Tracy gets, the more I take him over the years. Lots of Coker fans in Flint, Michigan, and don't think any of them watch football. Tua's been throwing laser beams at camp, by the way. I mean, I think Tua's kind of a savvy pick, but like a buy low in like dynasty and stuff. Wait, who's from Flint? I thought we were talking about Mark Ingram. Was it Mark Ingram? Because now we're saying Coker. I thought we were talking about Mark Ingram. Lived there for a long time. That's right, Yosh. That's right. I remember you saying that one time. Best O-line Tua ever played with, and Penix just didn't look that good, to be honest. So I was super high on Penix coming into the NFL. I saw Penix play in college in the college football semifinals. It was in New Orleans on New Year's Day, 2024. My Texas Longhorns versus and Quinn Ewers and Adonai Mitchell and Xavier Worthy and Jatavian Sanders and Jonathan Brooks versus Michael Penix, Roma Dunze, McMillions, Jalen Polk, to name a few. And man, that was a great game. It was a super close game. Edge of my seat the whole time. But that was Penix throws a hell of a deep ball, like super impressive deep ball. We got to see more of at the NFL level of like him being impressive, because I thought he had something there. Super tall, left-handed thrower, chunking the ball deep. It is funny that Penix and Tua are both lefties. That's kind of funny off the bat. Okay, pick 188, 197, 212. Tesla's there, but like he's the kind of a trap pick. He goes, that's fine. Chosen's not here. I will go Calvin Ridley. I need some upside at wide receiver. And then for my stacks, I'm just going to go Calvin Ridley. I've already got a team bet with Tennessee on Pollard. Saints, Broncos. Do we want any Saints late? I'm going to say no. Bryce Lance is somewhat interesting, but I'm going to say we're just done there. I don't want Kamara. The Saints play... Wow, I can't remember that one. The Saints play the Falcons. Well, I stacked that up with Brian Robinson, so there we go. Good enough. We've also got the Broncos. We know they play the Patriots. I don't think we have any Patriots, though. I don't believe Pat Bryant's real. You guys tend to like him more than I like him. I think Troy Franklin's more fun. Evan Ingram's not the worst pick. Take him in the last round. Patriots, we don't have any so far. If we're looking for a bring back, do I want to throw in a Patriot here? Probably not. Butte, He goes super late. Mac Hollins goes super late. I'll queue him up just if I need a receiver in the last rounds. Demario Douglas is not real. And then, the Jags. LaQuint Allen. I don't think so. I've got the double stack. We're good there. And the Jacksonville Jaguars play Washington. Duh. The Commanders, the Commies. There's no one there left. Okay. I think Malik Washington's kind of an interesting pick. I've been taking some more Malik Washington. I think he's kind of interesting. I have zero faith in the Miami Dolphins offense. I'll take Malik Willis at or past ADP. I'm pretty much fading Achane right now. I could be done with 2 tight ends. Strange and Loveland. I think that's the move. I think we're done at 2 tight ends. I don't think Evan Ingram really adds much to this team. I think because we pushed wide receiver after the first 3 so much, I take the 8th receiver here. 3-5-8-2. I feel good with running back. I actually feel really good about this group. As long as JT and Walker smash, you don't really need much after that. So that's kind of what we're asking with our first 2 picks. Sounds good? Okay, sweet. Hawk. The Dolphins. What's up, Calvin? How we doing? The Dolphins for Debo. The Rams for Debo. Rams would be sick. We heard a lot of smoke about the Rams either drafting Lemon or potentially bringing in a receiver, and then they didn't do much with that. So I think that is interesting. Debo to the Rams would be electric. He'd be going at pick like 100 or something. Maybe not that high, but also maybe. All right, let's see. Troy Franklin's going to be there. I'm going to take him for the stack, and I think it's kind of fun. He has the chemistry, the shower narrative with Bo Nix. They played in college together at Oregon. Go to the NFL, go to the same team. 8 touchdowns in 2 seasons. Almost 1,000 yards. 157 targets, though. Bo Nix likes to target his boy Troy Franklin. I don't think he's that bad. I honestly don't think Pat Bryant is going to hit. Some of you guys like Pat Bryant. I'm open to it. I'm flexible. I've drafted some Pat Bryant. I have some Pat Bryant in like dynasty leagues, but I think Troy Franklin is just going to earn more targets, it seems. Almost undoubtedly, right? 157 targets over the last 2 seasons. I mean, name a receiver we actually think is good. We actually think Ricky Pearsall is good. Bro, he has 100 targets over the last 2 seasons, 3 touchdowns. Troy Franklin has 50% more touchdowns and 50% more targets and 8, like 100% more touchdowns. So we're drafting Ricky Pearsall, but we're not drafting Troy Franklin. Explain that one. Are the 49ers better than the Broncos? Is Purdy better than Bo Nix as a passer? Is the pathway for Ricky Pearsall to get targets on the 49ers more clear than Franklin's? All debatable. Honestly. Franklin at 212, Ricky Pearsall at pick 100. Heads up. Straight up. I don't know. There's the argument what was happening at the end of last season. Oh, they were phasing out Franklin. They were bringing on Pat Bryant. Maybe. Pearsall's injured. Franklin's played more snaps, more games. Maybe he's not as good on a per route basis. Maybe that's also true. But you got to be on the field. You got to be available. We'll see. Kind of off the dome with that take. Yeah, Ingram. Yeah, it was definitely Ingram. In the age of concussions, I like Flournoy. Yeah. Flint in Southwestern his senior year. Jeff T, my guy. Odds that JJ McCarthy starts more games than Kyler in Minnesota this year? I would say, what are the odds that JJ starts more games, I'd say it's super unlikely that he starts more games. So if it was even, it would be like plus 100 or minus 100, right? It'd be pretty close to that, minus 100. So JJ starts more games. I'd say like probably like plus 500. I don't know. I have no idea. But what do you think? First down lives in Georgia, and I'm a Falcons fan. Went to a few games. He looked super whelming, like a decent Tua could beat him out. Underwhelming, super underwhelming. Yeah. The NFL's just different. I don't know what it is. On Ridley, Bryn Gretsch talked about him positively for like 15 minutes on Neil Orfield's pod. I did catch that. I need to finish listening to it, but I did catch some of that. Shout out to Neil. Shout out to Ben Gretsch, friends of the channel. We streamed with Neil like less than 2 weeks ago. There he is. Let me bring you on like this. And then let me fix it. I had Neil on the channel, Neil Orfield, on our Ballsy show. It was like 2 weeks ago. Neil's super funny, like super sharp, fun guy to have on. Yeah, shout out to Neil. He's got a new podcast rolling too, and Gretsch was his first guest. I caught some of that live. It was pretty sick.
All right, we back.
Yeah, you're gonna hate the team I drafted, but I can't wait to show it to you.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Had a few classes with Ingram. That's sick. I heart Candyman. I miss Chosen. Oh, see, Bill's getting back in good graces. He's coming back
with the love. There we go.
He is. Small world. That is crazy. My connections to some NFL players. You guys remember Randy Bullock? He was the kicker for a bunch of NFL teams. But the Texans, I think the Titans at one point, he kicked for a bunch of teams. He went to my high school and had dinner at my house when we were in high school. So he's a neighborhood friend. Super cool guy. Who else? Oh, Eric Rowe, who was a cornerback and a safety. He played for the Falcons. He played for the Patriots when they were in the Super Bowl against the Falcons and won. He won a Super Bowl. He played for the Eagles. He played for the Dolphins. He was in my high school graduating class, and I used to play basketball with him. Not that I was on our varsity basketball team, but I had played with him and know him. Who else? Those are like the two biggest football athletes from my high school. Eric Rowe, Randy Bullock. So defense and kicker. So not the most fantasy friendly, but try to think. Chosen, who, of course, you have someone from the NFL in your high school, right? That plays now, of course.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I work with someone whose husband was a professional basketball player in Paris and played with Wemby. So that's pretty cool.
No, it's not.
You don't like Wemby?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's about the coolest thing. I think that Cooper Kupp's wife grew up like an hour away from my town, but that's, I think, the closest that it gets. So, but I think Cooper Kupp's wife is pretty, so I think that that's...
Oh, of course she is. Yeah, you've seen pictures of her when they won the Super Bowl and all that. Of course. Cooper Kupp, isn't he from Spokane? Or...
That sounds about right.
He's from Eastern Washington. I know that for a fact. I'm almost certain, at least.
Yeah.
Nathan said he reached on Tua, but he likes his team. Tua in round 16 to me is totally fine. The draft capital curve is flat. Everyone's a $1 auction bid. There's ADP is a construct in the first place, and it doesn't matter. But also, it does matter, but it also doesn't matter. And after pick 130, 140, it actually really doesn't matter. So I don't mind that at all. Especially if
I didn't realize Kupp was from Yakima. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Yakima. That's what it is. He's from Yakima.
He grew up about an hour away from where I grew up. So I think that's about
I've been to Yakima.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Hey,
one of the worst towns in Washington by far.
Well, you're driving up. It's the elevation is significantly higher when you're coming from like the Puget Sound. It's up.
Yeah, I mean it's within the mountains, and it's just gross.
I think it's on a plateau.
The crime rate's terrible there.
Well, things happen.
Down in Spokane, terrible.
Not a fan of Spokane either. I actually haven't been to Spokane. So Nathan had London. He stacked him with Tua. I love it. And then he had Burden and Swift before he took Caleb Williams. So that I knew he had Burden, but then the Swift 2 is actually pretty nice. We'll review this team in just a second. I'm still playing catch up. Drafting JJ in Superflex, that's scary. Oof. He screwed JJ. All of the Vikings screwed me last year in best ball, especially JJ. Man,
I would rather have
hated
Carson
it.
Wentz than JJ.
oof. Ugh. Yeah. Or
Carson Wentz was like literally better than JJ last year.
it's tough. It's tough. A lot of quarterbacks started last year that were better than JJ.
Yeah. I think it's probably like QB 40 or something like that. Terrible.
Cooper Kupp from Yakima. Okay, I'm catching up. Yo, what's up? Gerardo, how we doing, brother? Nate Lashley dropped 30 on me in basketball one summer. Damn. I know Nate Lashley.
I met a guy that played that went to Gonzaga that played with John Stockton back in the day, just pickup games, and John Stockton would never shoot. He would just pass the ball, and he said that was like some of the most fun pickup games ever because
Nice.
It's just John Stockton. So that's pretty neat. Pretty cool story.
Compton. Wow, I've never heard that. Okay, well, I'm not going to Spokane anymore. I hadn't been. Now I'm planning on not going.
Terrible.
Speaking of pickup games, I used to play pickup basketball in college. God. Now I can't think of it because I was just talking about it and I was reading names and I'm multitasking. It'll come to me, but I can't. Oh, Miles Turner. So Miles Turner, who plays in the NBA, used to hang out. I guess him and like he would just get done with basketball practice and stuff, and he would come to the UT rec, like our rec center. And at the rec center, we had a bunch of like basketball courts next to the gym. And I play pickup basketball like literally every single day of like college. I never missed a day of pickup basketball.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh, dude, you're cracked.
Yeah.
You're like a foot taller than Davis. That's crazy.
I am quite tall and love basketball. I don't play as much anymore, but I still like to run around the courts. I don't play pickup anymore because it's just the injuries, but I still like to run around the courts and shoot and things. But I played on the courts, and so you run into athletes who would want to come hang out. And so what Miles Turner would do, and I've told this on stream before, but he would just stand at half court essentially, and then when his team got the ball, obviously no one's going to play defense on him because he's like the star player on our actual college like basketball team. So no one's like going to step on him or let him roll his ankle or hurt him. But he would literally be wearing slides and like sweatpants and have like his like reading glasses on, like his glasses because he wears glasses. He would stand at half court. His team would get a rebound, throw the ball to him at half court, and he would just take shots from half court. And like that was how he played pickup games.
Would
with,
he make
like,
it
normies.
a lot or?
I mean, sometimes, but like, I mean, in most, like, obviously, like, no, like, not every time, but he'd probably be taking shots from like 10 feet behind the 3-point line. Like, he would never get close to the rim, like, because there's no point for him to try. So it was kind of fun, but that he would play with us sometimes, not often, but like, we see him out there. I'm trying to think who else. We'd run into random other like athletes, like football players, linemen. The quarterback for Texas when I was a freshman was David Ash. I played him in pickup one time, but it was the year after he got benched. So he was I think we were both sophomores together, and he played a pickup game, and I was defending him. He scored 4 points on me, and they're both layups. And I didn't like. I'm not gonna like try to like knock it. Like I'm not gonna like foul him or anything. So like if you're gonna drive, and also he's a pretty big guy. So like if he's gonna drive, like he's probably gonna score a layup. But I had.
Did
6
you ever
points
play
on him.
volleyball?
For fun in high school, we played co-ed volleyball in high school for fun. We like part of I lettered in tennis and in Latin, which is pretty funny. I did 4 years of Latin, and so I was super into like the Latin club and all of that. And in Latin club, we would do Olympics and sports and stuff. It was kind of fun, and that was like we did co-ed volleyball. It was pretty fun.
That's cool. Sorry, so you scored 6 points on him?
I scored 6 points on David Ash. Both of them were threes. Yeah.
There you go. Watch, baby.
Yeah. That's a claim to fame. Okay.
Neat.
It's pretty good reminiscing.
Thoughts on
no idea what
Coeur
that is.
What
is that?
Coeur d'Alene. It's all right. I mean, I think pretty much the only reason anyone would ever go there is just to go to Silverwood, but which isn't too far away. But
Is this
it's
somewhere
pretty.
in Oregon?
No, it's in Idaho actually. It's right on the border. It's pretty close to Spokane.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's got a nice body of water. I don't know. It's fine.
Oh, George Hill, nice. Yeah, Miles Turner's awesome. I follow him on social media and stuff. He's like super nerdy, like super real person. Nerdy in a good way. When I say people are nerdy, that's a compliment because I'm very nerdy. Like Miles Turner collects Legos. Like the dude's a real guy. God's country. Yeah, that sounds like it. Oh yeah, for some reason Michigan is just chock full of athletes. This is very true. Nice. Okay, let's review this team. So 3-5-8-2. We have Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix, and Tyler Shuck. All of them are stacked with our top 3 receivers, which are Brian Thomas, Jalen Waddle, and Chris Olave. So I love that.
Yeah, seems super solid.
Running backs, JT and Ken Walker. So we need our first 2 picks to smash, but that's why we took them in the first 2 rounds. They're going to carry the team. Our RB 3, 4, and 5 are good enough. We have Pollard, Tracy. I like Brian Robinson. I think he has standalone value as like a goal line vulture. I think they brought him in to be a short yardage back. And if Atlanta's good and if their O-line's good, I think he can score 5 to 7 touchdowns and have standalone value. So and it's a bring back for the Saints in week 17, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're in or out on Brian Robinson. It's pretty. I mean, they're all gross picks.
No, I mean I've been taking him plenty. I mean, we
Okay.
haven't seen Bijan really get hurt, but if he did, I mean, dude, could you imagine Bijan gets hurt and Tyler Algier? It's like the guy from the what's the movie Hans Zimmer does the music for Interstellar. It's like yeah, man, I feel so bad for Algier. He just wants to play, and he's pretty much in the cuck chair when it comes to.
Were you one of the
guys?
Were you one of the guys drafting Algier at like pick 80 before Jeremiah Love got drafted to the Cardinals?
I
Were you doing that?
I had a decent amount of him.
PPR Tyler had like 30% Algier at pick.
I didn't have 30% of him. I probably took him like, I don't know, like at field, like probably like 10, 8%, something like that.
Okay.
So it didn't feel good.
I've been pretty out on Algier. I was back before they took Love, and we didn't really think they were going to draft Love, obviously. I was like 25% James Conner, being like, bro, Algier is a pushover. James Conner is his role. James Conner catches passes. James Conner's had multiple seasons as a top 5, top 10 running back in the league. Algier's never even sniffed that. He's never even been a top 25 back. Like even in his best year, his rookie year, terrible. So I was pretty pessimistic on Algier, and then they drafted Love, and I just felt kind of vindicated, but for the wrong reasons. But oh well, better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. I took almost no Tony Pollard, which feels really bad because I really, really thought the Titans were taking Jeremiah Love. So that was probably like my biggest like no.
Well, that's why I was fading Scadaboo.
Scadaboo
had the injury, and then the Giants also could have taken Love. So I was totally fading Scadaboo in pre-draft. And I was taking a bunch of Tracy because I felt like even if they drafted Love, like Tracy was cheap enough. And then, yeah, we've seen Pollard rise up. Tracy hasn't risen up all that much. Scadaboo got a little bit more expensive.
I never really victory lapped it a whole lot, but I did not see them taking Jeremiah Love at all. And I was pretty high on Scadaboo. And people are like, no, he's not very, like, pick 60. Like, dude, he is a clear smash. There's no way that, like, where are we taking him if they don't take Jeremiah Love? And they're like, oh, they're going to take Jeremiah Love or something. I can't even, but they didn't take Jeremiah Love. And so I think I'm going to victory lap a little bit. I had quite a bit of Scadaboo, but.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. We got 49 people watching, sharing a Friday evening with us. Thanks for being here. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I've got a goal to hit 1,000 subs before the start of the NFL season. So close, but I need your help. It's free. Smash it. Get in here. We've added 4 subs since the start of the stream, which feels really good. And I mean, hey, if there's anyone out there watching right now and you're not sub, do it. Smash the sub. Also, if you want to join the channel, you can become a channel member. You can gift the channel membership. Always appreciated, never required, but love the support for the channel. Help us grow. I share my Google spreadsheets, data modeling, and the things that I do for my own personal research. I share that with channel members. And when we were doing PGA Best Ball, I cooked up sheets for the Scramble where I was predicting schedules, tracking ADP for the Albatross. I had all of the tournament history and ADPs tracked. I shared that with all the bros for the PGA Golf. I thought it was super good stuff and a good value. For the big board, I was tracking, I had it over here, the ADPs, and I had some data put together. I'm about to revamp that for the current post NFL draft, like BBM essentially. So I'm getting that ramped up, but I have a ton of good stuff to share with the members. And it's not really the point to become a member is to get the good stuff, but like I'm doing it for my own research and
you might as well.
Yeah, so that's the least I can do. Exactly. The least I can do to give something back to the channel members. So all of that to say, thanks for being here. Smash the like, make sure you're subbed. Consider being a channel member. Help the community grow. Got weekly streams. I've been gone for like the last 5 days, so I'm ripping them tonight. We're feeling good. This is our second draft. We're going to keep ripping them. About to jump into a third draft, another Palm. We finished. We were at the running back, but we forgot to keep going. Olave, Waddle, Brian Thomas, Shaheed. We actually got Shaheed in this one. That's when you left. Debo, Calvin Ridley. This is where we're going to hate it. Debo and Calvin Ridley. I got Malik. I kind of feel good about Malik Washington. I think he could maybe be the target earner from that wide receiver group. Who knows? And then I stacked up Troy Franklin with the last pick, and we got Loveland and Strange. So Strange is stacked up. Double stack, Loveland complete.
No.
What do you hate?
Man, this is terrible.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how I'm going to financially recover from this $3 draft that I didn't pay anything for.
Okay, good. I knew that was coming.
Oh my
golf balls. Exactly. Smashing the like. Appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Game Tight? The sheet was awesome. Driving Albatross. Hey, appreciate you. And we'll have it for next year, too. I have my Scramble sheets, my Albatross sheets. They're all coming back around. I don't think Underdog's coming back up with the Pup Cup, which was like the FedEx Cup playoffs best ball. I think that's gone. They didn't do it last year, so I guess it's gone now. But they're doing like the weeklies. I want to get back in the weekly streets soon. We've taken a few weeks off from drafting those, but Hartman is always in those streets, and me and him talk about it, DM about it usually, and we're tracking our albatrosses and our scrambles. It's getting down to the wire. We only have so many teams left in these golf tournaments. It's getting a little bit nerve-wracking. I have one big scramble I really want to push through. Chosen, did you draft any PGA Best Ball?
So my claim to fame is that I accidentally got into a $5 weekend tournament and turned $5 into $10. I doubled my money. Dude,
that's good.
What a smash. I think that having a 200% return, or is it 100% return, I guess, on my money, I feel like I should probably start selling courses or something on how to draft PGA Best Ball. So
yeah, if you can double your money in PGA Best Ball, that's pretty good. We'll get into it. We're going to jump into this draft. I'm going to hit enter now. It's the third Pomeranian of the night. We're just ripping them, waiting for two. I hope you guys got in because I kind of let you know in the chat. Boom. Okay, what else I got? So we promoted the channel. Subscribe here. Make sure you're also checking out my new podcast, Edge Detection, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Links in description. I got 3 episodes out. Episode 4 is coming out this Sunday. Doing weekly podcast, short 5-7 minute, punchy, data-driven stuff, good stuff. Having fun doing that. And then Chosen, tell people what you have going on. Promote yourself, brother.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't have anything scheduled for the rest of the week. I'm taking the weekend off, but next week I should be having a couple guests. I don't have that all situated just yet. But doing a lot of content, bringing a lot of different people on. I think Wednesday I have Bindles coming on. I think 6 EST. So you guys could lock that up. If you guys want to go to subscribe to Best Ball Chosen, all one word on YouTube, I wouldn't mind at all. If all of you guys went and subscribed right now, I'd be like super close to 100 subs. So that would be be awesome. I would really big appreciate that one.
Go check our boy out.
Thank you so much for having me on, by the way. This has been super fun.
Of course, man. Hey, we're just cutting it up. We've been talking behind the scenes, trying to make it happen for a few weeks now. So I'm glad we got to do it.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know where to find me. I'm always around. I'm always trying to get in these draft streets, and mix it up and connect with the community and the bros. And so that's how we do it here. And
sure,
it has been crazy trying to find time to go live and do streams lately for myself, but I'm hoping to get back into the flow state after I make the big move in 10 days. So I'm moving to Austin in 10 days. And once I can get resettled, it's just wheels up. I'm going to be in my flow state.
Yeah.
It's going to be June. June is kind of like an okay time for drafting. July is kind of like the worst time for drafting, in my opinion. But then obviously we have August, which is the peak, in the beginning of September. So by that time, I'll be back in the flow state and hitting it hard, getting more volume in. Kind of just chilling right now, but keeping my finger on the pulse, and I'm always drafting. I never stop drafting.
Yeah. I when it happens, I'm really looking forward to having you on my stream sometime.
Hell yeah,
that'll be fun.
It helps that
you to get your move done. Sorry.
Yeah, it helps that you're West Coast, because I am such a night owl and I have to get my whole house settled and the kids asleep before I can even consider going live. So the fact you're on the West Coast and not the East Coast, that helps a lot, because the odds that we can actually stream together are like triple when you're not an East Coast person. Okay, so obviously we take Justin Jefferson.
Obviously JJ.
But then who do we take him with is the real question.
I'm going to say Bowers. You can take whoever you want. Bowers is who I want, but you take your guys, bro.
JJ Bowers, let's go.
Okay, dude.
I don't have any strong takes against that. I mean, Justin Jefferson doesn't always fall to 12, so maybe we should have just paired him with a running back that is tighter to that end. But these running backs can go from anywhere from pick 13 to pick 18, and Jefferson can go from anywhere from pick 7 to pick 11 or 12. So it's really kind of not like we're getting a unique pairing. Bowers, though, I think is pretty fun to do with Jefferson there. So I don't mind it. I'm in. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, especially again, we're in the Pomeranian. There are 1,000 people that we're trying to beat in week 17. Brock Bowers, dude, I'm gonna be pretty high on him over Devon Achane, over Derrick Henry, over Chase Brown, to just be the guy that you need. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I think we could see something pretty big from Bowers. I think he could be like a unicorn. So I do want to have exposure to him. Could just be. I'm gonna grab this link. Okay, this is the link from Apple Podcast. Boom. For Edge Detection Money Podcast. I also got a link from Spotify.
Go give him a 5-star review. He is killing it. They're great. So there's so much saturation in this market for like long content where it's really hard to find the takes. So if you just want the takes, you want the good stuff without having to waste an hour of your day, and you can 2x speed that boy. You can make that a 4-minute. It'll change your bankroll forever. So feel free, go give him a 5-star review, and add that to your Sunday, your Monday playlist for a good 4 minutes, and learn who you need to be edging. Pause.
Hell yeah.
I'm kidding.
Pause. Man, I gotta hire you for my PR team. That was solid. Appreciate the support. And it looks like we got Bill. Bill says you got me. I'm locked in. I think that's in regards to your YouTube channel. So hope we're growing your channel a little bit there.
I've already gone up like 5 subs. So I need you for my PR team.
Fuck yeah. This is what we do. This is what it's all about. The best ball community, the fantasy football community, helping each other out, talking ball.
You know, I was looking at my advanced analytics that are super duper, like super advanced, bro. There are like 3% of people watching from their TVs. So all those TV boys, dude, thank you. Shout out.
You know what's crazy? and I try not to get too carried away with the analytics, but I was very carried away with the analytics when I first started streaming regularly. I currently have somewhere between 30 and 40% TV viewers.
That's wild.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys who watch,
super fun.
and I know who they are when they pop up in the chat, because they say what up and then they lurk, because usually what they do is they have it on their TV and they say what up maybe from their phone, but then they like get off their phone and they're just watching it from the TV, and then they don't say anything for a long time unless I say something wrong or say something really stupid or something they really agree with, or a funny anecdote they want to come in and pop in. Like sometimes Disbanded comes and pops in and says something random. I know that they've been watching on their TV, but I get them so excited they pop back in the chat. So that's kind of funny too. You know who you are, TV lurkers.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, Josh Allen's there. Is that
Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, I think, is who I would pick right here. We'll take a lead at every single position and call it a day. Whatever you want, though, if you don't want to do that.
Well, I think this is good because we can still get Kyler late, but we don't have to get him, and we could get Mendoza late, but we don't have to get him. We
have no Rice here, do we? I mean, I would consider Rashid Rice as well, but I don't think.
He was gone, right? He was gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the TV bros are standing up in the chat.
Oh hell yeah! Let's see.
YouTube also really needs to add a chat function for those people that are on TV. Like, there are so many like Mike. They could speak a little bit, but I don't know.
Dude, somehow I know DT Minor got in here, but I don't see. Oh wait, Creoth, is that you? Creoth, is that you in here, or is it not? I can't remember if you're also Flyfish on Underdog. That'd be really random and funny if that's actually Creoth in there, or if it's not. If it's actually not Creoth, it'd be even funnier because it got to be. Yeah, it is. It is Creoth. I knew it. There he is. What up, brother? He made it in. Yeah, Billy's a TV boy. Jeff's a TV lurker. Jeff kind of goes both. He's in and
500 site credits is an elite 500 name.
It's probably due at the time you stream. Yeah, I would think so. So for me, Central Time, I'm a late night streamer. If you're East Coast, you're already asleep and you never see this practically. Except for my shout out to the boys in Atlanta and who else? Sometimes and DC area, and I would say Baltimore area. Sometimes some of those guys like Steve or Goofy or who else we've had on that was East Coast. I'm trying to think. There's but mostly it's Central Time Zone and the West Coast bros that hang out around here because otherwise it's just kind of
what time
late.
Zone is Bindles?
He's East Coast because he's in Toronto, so
yeah,
he just likes to stay up late. He just is a late night boy.
Is there a more attractive duo?
Oh yeah, Bill. I've seen sometimes people have sent me photos sometimes of like where they're watching. I think it's kind of funny. It's been a while. I what is Twitter good for? What is X good for me for? Follow me there at FFB Garage. But if you ever post me in a draft that you draft on X, I will engage with it. If you ever tag me in a picture of me streaming on X, I will engage with it. So if you want someone to interact with you on X, I'm all about it. And I forget who it was, but somebody posted. I think it was Putt Daddy. I think Putt Daddy said he was watching in his garage, or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. But I have a TV in my garage. I don't use it anymore. I end up just using my phone. But I used to watch streams in my garage when I work out, and then now I'm just lazy and I'm more of on my phone most of the time. But I feel like I watch like 90% of content on my phone, a little bit on desktop, but it's been a while since I put it on the TV. My kids practically own my TV. Like my TV has been kidified. It's all kid shows, the kid logins, and then at night, like I just don't want to have something super loud on my TV because I don't want to wake everyone up. But
sure, yeah.
TV Bro stand up. 7 Trader Boy, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. Let's make this pick. We have a pretty sick start so far. We went with Justin Jefferson, Brock Bowers, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, the elite onesies and everything. We feel good. Do we get a stack
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore?
Let's go. People hate DJ Moore. I am so excited to get him here.
Dude, he's great for spike weeks. I love it.
This is awesome.
Him and Tate?
Tate or Brian Thomas Jr. I like Brian Thomas Jr. the most out of this grouping, but if you want to go Carnell Tate, I won't blame you.
I think Tate could be a massive target earner. I also like Brian Thomas. I don't mind Jordan Tyson. I really like Marvin Harrison as well. But let's push running back. I don't like Hubbard at all. I would take. It's a little bit early for Mondre, but let's just keep it a little bit closer to ADP. Let's go with Tate and just build this team out.
I would be pushing for Brian Thomas Jr. maybe a little bit more if we didn't have so many bye week 7s. But with
and
this,
we also
I
just
would
took
be
Brian Thomas last draft, so let's mix it.
Yeah, people are going to get a little bit
like
more fatigue if we just do the same thing
imagine if we I would have taken Price, Swift, and Tootin ahead of Tate because we would have got our RB2. But
RB would have been fun there.
But yeah, it's okay. The DJ Moore stack is sick because, dude, DJ Moore fell. What's only become about 6 picks, but he's been slowly declining in ADP. He used to be going around like anywhere from pick, let's say 48 to like 52. Now his ADP was, in the middle of round 5, and we got him at the end of round 5 with a Josh Allen team. Like that's even more rare because yes, you could be stacking Josh Allen with DJ Moore on like the left or middle of the board, but to do it on the right side of the board, and then we pulled Bowers over there too. Like this is, I know there's like 100,000 people in this contest. It's Pomeranian, but this has got to be already unique.
And we're round 4 doming all of those Josh Jacobs teams in the round 3. So
yes, in this contest, when did the Palm drop? Wasn't it like Monday though or something?
It's been around, I think, since last week, but it could actually been a Monday. Man, it's been such a blur.
A long week.
Wow.
I thought the Palm dropped on Memorial Day, but maybe it's older than that. But either way,
I think it actually was Memorial Day. I think you're right.
But it's more than halfway filled, so that means the Josh Jacob news is only about the second, the second and the thirds of this draft. The first third of this draft is not going to have that Josh Jacobs news, and we don't believe in the news. Like we're not afraid, but it just gives us a better price, right?
For sure, yeah. I mean, there are some people that I've seen getting him in like pick 40. I think I even saw one at pick 50. But I mean, we got him at 37. So I'm going to be completely fine picking up Josh Jacobs at pick 37.
You've seen him go past 37?
Yeah.
But that's in eliminators, right? Or you've seen it in Palms?
No, I've seen it all over the place. I've seen pick 41 multiple times. Yeah, just all over. It's crazy.
That's crazy. That's great. No, I was pretty bullish on Josh Jacobs before the news, so I'll scoop up even more now.
I was not bullish on Josh Jacobs at all, and so I'll be scooping him until he gets back to the same price, and then probably never pick him ever again.
Okay. Shout out to Kriel on a work trip, getting in his underdog drafts. You love to see it. Stock up on those slow drafts while you're out there, I'm sure. Get your fast in. 500 says put on the TV, have on my phone. So I'm usually, if I'm watching from home, hell yeah, brother. Love it. Yeah, Jim's an East Coaster too. That's right. Shout out to Jim, East Coaster.
Jim Waller with the nice eyes.
Yes. With drafting 1,000 teams, what was that? What are we in? May? It was like May 15th. 1,000 teams deep. YouTube Premium? Hell yeah. Crossface, what's up, brother? How we doing? Happy Friday. Good to see you, my man. I have a few in the 40s. Okay, I'm just a little bit behind. I wasn't drafting this week. I was on a work trip to Charleston, South Carolina, which was pretty sick. But it is legal. You can draft out there. I was just kind of working like long days and then crashing at night, catching up a little bit on content, but not. I wasn't. There was 2 nights this week where I was like, it's like super late at night, and I needed to get some sleep. I'd been up for like all long day. Got up early, worked all day, and I was like, if I start a draft right now, I'm probably gonna fall asleep halfway through the draft. Should I enter it? And then I would like hold on that thought for like 20 minutes while I'm like looking at some content or like checking social media or emails and stuff and hitting other notifications on my phone, texting people and stuff. Then I come back, I'm like, nah, now it's too late. So I have not drafted a fast draft team. I made some slow draft picks, but I hadn't drafted a fast draft team in like 5 days, which is like a huge break for me. But it felt kind of good to take a little break. Okay, we're back on the clock. Obviously, Jalen Warren, right?
Yeah, that seems super solid. We're going to need not Rico. I'll take Jalen Warren.
And then you want to go with
we've gotten too much Cortland Sutton. We could do Jaden Reed. We'll get the Green Bay stack. We've been taking a lot of Green Bay, but hey, the shoe fits.
We have Josh Allen. Do we want another running back instead?
It would be Corum here if you did another running back, but I'm completely fine taking Jaden Reed.
It's kind of early for Corum, right? So We don't need tight end, obviously.
I really don't
think it's
mind
just
these guys
Avery.
that come back around at like, what is it, pick 100 or so?
Yeah. Our next pick will be one, if I'm not mistaken. Oh god,
It's like
do
100.
math. It's past that though. Is it 112? I'm gonna be mad
It's
that I don't know
100.
this. No, it's 108. 108, 109.
Well,
Not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was for me. My bad.
That'd be plus 23 picks. Makes sense. Yeah, 23 picks and 24 picks later. Can't do math. Too late.
I don't know if that's offensive or not. Cross X-Face. I'll take that as a compliment.
BBChosen looks like Bill's avatar. No offense. Well, it's Randy Marsh, so Randy Marsh is a great look. And honestly, it is pretty close to your outline of your face. Your head's not as circular though. You have a more normal square head than like a South Park circle head, but you could get there. Your tout fish face.
Yeah,
iconic,
my tout fish gets there every day. That's for sure. So you obviously you don't make it. The fan vote. I was voting for you, but not voting for you. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. How do you
At
feel about getting maybe the raw end of the deal right there?
It's fine. I was all in it for the fun. I just wanted it was fun to be included and to like meet new bros and have like a new like group of guys that were making content or starting to make more content and just getting into it. So I was just I thought it was fun, and it was fun to make some content around it for a little bit. It hurts to get fan voted out, but it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. Was it a little bit fun though? I know you stream a lot with Bindles, like holding it over him that you got further ahead than he did.
No. Well,
Bindles
I
got
could.
pretty snubbed. That was unfortunate. I feel bad. For that guy.
I didn't even know, like, and I'm sure you as well felt this way, maybe to an extent, but it's like, what is the goal? What is the point of all of our content or submissions or challenges that we were doing? And not so much in like answering the question, but like the goal that I've learned now that we're like more than 2 weeks into it is just to create engagement in content, which should be obvious for anyone who watches reality TV or like knows about getting engagement for like a game show or like a reality show. But I was more going for like trying to actually give good takes and strong takes and like data back takes and like going that route, going for like quality. I wasn't going for like rage bait or being a heel or like drama or being like overly funny or like a cartoon. And I feel like that angle, which I just described that I wasn't doing, was the path of least resistance to staying on the show longer.
Sure. Yeah. If you, there was definitely some. Yeah, I'm not. Okay,
not that everyone who's still on the show is doing that. I just it's you if you wanted to make it on the show longer and that was your only like goal, then I think that's the path of least resistance, is like just being getting a lot of engagement. And I was still trying to get engagement, but I was trying to do it around like good takes. Fuck, Michael Wilson goes pick
Michael
107.
Wilson drops
and
20,
Jacoby
20 picks. That's crazy.
I would take Michael Wilson in a heartbeat.
That's a good spot there. Let's take Kyler Murray, I guess. Stack him up with Justin Jefferson. That feels
Mahomes
good.
is still there. Is that a big enough follower for you?
I mean, if you want to go Mahomes, we could double tap if you really wanted, and then we could hope to get. Yeah, I mean,
so Dobbins, Pittman.
I feel if Justin Jefferson's going to go off like we think he has to go off, then I really feel like, I mean, pick who you want. I probably would be Kyler or.
Should we go Dobbins for the RB3?
Sure, let's go Dobbins.
Okay, I know it seems weird. I don't want to force the stack. It would be at ADP with Kyler Murray, but in my like deep down, I think Mahomes is better than Murray. And just because we have Justin Jefferson, yes, it would make a lot of sense to stack him, but we already have the DJ Moore stack with Josh Allen. And then Mahomes, getting him, that's like 17 picks of ADP value at a point where draft capital like still matters in round 9. And if we triple tapped QB there, we would just have 3 QBs in the top 10 picks with an elite QB. That I think would be squandering our Josh Allen fall, or not really.
Yeah,
fall,
at this point,
value.
I think we should probably just be done at quarterback unless we want to pick up Fernando Mendoza at the very end to stack with
100%.
Bowers. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of QB value here. I'm probably going to want to be targeting, if we can, Travis Kelce, if it's possible to get him back around at pick 32. That shouldn't be too crazy.
Yeah.
I've been kind of avoiding Dobbins, to be completely honest. Like I probably would rather have.
I prefer Harvey.
Yeah.
I prefer Harvey, but if Dobbins is healthy and he never is, he can get 15.
He could be who you need for the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then not who you need at the end of the season. But it's a good offense. He gets touches. He's okay at running the ball. He doesn't catch a lot of passes. I think he's fine. He's not exciting. He has really, really low ceiling. He's more of like a floor pick. I don't think he had a single spike week last year, based on my data. But
yeah, if he stays healthy, I feel like he's probably a pretty good pick at ADP.
Right. But yeah, I'm not afraid of Jonah Coleman. I think Jonah Coleman is going to be more of a pass catching back.
I think he's more of the RB that they'll be using next year. I don't think he's going to be doing very much.
I don't think he's going to be very relevant. I don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think we're pretty.
I'm going to go snag some water real quick, if that's all right, and then I'll be back in like a minute.
Yeah, get me a water too. I'm actually dying of thirst. I drank this coffee instead of getting a water, and I'm really thirsty. So grab me one too. All right. Boom. Go over there, subscribe to BBChosen's YouTube channel. Hook the man up. We've already got him 5 subs tonight. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it when you guys help support the guests that come on the stream, the bros. Maybe it's the first time you've seen BBChosen on stream. Maybe it's the first time you've checked out his content. Go check it out. And don't forget to subscribe here. And also smash the like. And also get in the chat and say what up. And if you're a TV lurking bro, we already kind of had our moment. So I'll let you go back to the shadows and you can continue to watch it on the TV. And probably drafting from your phone, because that's what I would be doing. If I had the house to myself, which I never do, I'd be kicking up my feet on the couch, watching streams on the big TV, drafting from my phone, or even my laptop. Oh, if Kelsey's here, we have to get him, right? Oh, wait, I didn't bring him on.
No, you're good. You're good. I got one for each of us. So here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, son of a bitch. KG takes Kelsey. We would have loved that. Okay. What are we going to do?
Keaton Mitchell, probably. And
Stephon Diggs. Okay,
Stephon
let's pull up Diggs. Let's pull up Diggs. Diggs is the good pick.
Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, shit. You're right. Yeah, that's so obvious. Well, yeah, still, yes. With Brock Bowers, yes, right? Yeah, do it. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Or do we take Shakir because we're worried about the injury, or take Shakir?
Screw Shakir.
I know. I don't like him. He has no ceiling. He's a
that
PPR
guy sucks.
scam. I know. No, Keaton Mitchell is the worst pick on the board by far.
You are smoking crack,
bro.
You must be a coked.
He's so bad.
No,
bro,
he is.
He was good on 1 carry his rookie year, a few carries. He's injured. He's on a new team. The Ravens didn't want to keep him. The Ravens would have kept him if he was any good. He's on the Chargers now. He's the RB3, maybe on the Chargers.
Mac Nova, if you want to pull up his comment, his favorite bit, I've seen him say it like 7 times. His favorite thing is to talk about me being a cop or whatever.
You are an undercover cop, though, aren't you?
I mean, if I was, Mac Nova would have been locked up a long time ago. But...
You know what it was? Shout out to Mac Nova. You and Goofy had that thumbnail, and you guys both looked like cops on that thumbnail.
That was a pretty funny thumbnail.
I'm gonna bring it up because it made me laugh. I think it was on Goofy's.
It's almost like when something's so unprofessional, it's professionally fun. You know, that was that thumbnail. I love that thumbnail.
I'll find it. It was this one. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing we don't want to share on the screen. I think we're good. This one, you can see it, right?
Yeah, there we go.
because he has the collar shirt buttoned all the way up. It just looks so funny, and he has like the clean haircut, and then you just have like the matching mustache almost to a T. You know, you guys have similar like everything,
haircuts,
like the facial expression, the haircuts, the mustache. Like, I guess there's nothing really about your T-shirt. Are you wearing the exact same shirt? No, you're not. There's nothing about your T-shirt that gives away the cop vibes, but.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good. If we were a cop show, that would be real fun.
Yeah, I can see it now. Good cop, bad cop, best ball. There's so many good content ideas out there. There's so little time.
I'm just playing Mac. I love that you're commenting. It's not a problem at all.
Okay, Keaton Mitchell 134 is the worst pick on the board. By far. I'm gonna get a water.
He is not the worst pick on the board. There are wanted pictures. There are wanted pictures of him all around the office for the. It's so obvious that he will be good. He will be very good.
Look at his box. Look at his stats. Just look at his stats. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a water, and then just
I don't care about the stats. I believe in the player. I believe. Yeah, love Mac Nova that he's still in the streets. He's staying humble. He won $1 million. What a stud. We love Mac Nova in these streets. That guy knows ball. Appreciate it, Mac. I did see some would say this is who you were voting for. Comment though. That hurt a little
Keaton
bit.
Mitchell, terrible pick. Just all hype. If his name wasn't in the missile, he wouldn't be drafted.
Adam Silva has him pretty high. Evan Silva, not Adam.
What are we doing here? We need running back, but who do we take? Fuck.
Yeah, we probably should have taken Keaton Mitchell.
No, he's worse than all these picks.
No,
Spears or Robinson?
I mean, take it. I
might need both.
I can't even right now.
Well, it's gonna hit Spears. Dylan Sampson?
I can't even.
I mean, these wide receivers, do we even need any of them? Probably not. No, we don't. There's not a receiver here we actually need. We need another running back, right? And we don't need quarterback. I mean, Mendoza's there, but we can push Mendoza.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Robinson probably here. I
hate who's took him the last draft too.
Who's our running back room?
Yeah, let me show you. It's super thin is the problem. Josh Jacobs in our 4th round pick. We got Warren at pick 84. Dobbins. Now we have Spears and Robinson. Like, we're gonna have to take like 7 running backs.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're done at tight end. I guess we're done at QB.
Yes.
So
yes.
No, it's all good. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Y'all are studs. So out on Missile. He should be 18th round pick, and then he'd be an okay price. He should not be an 18th. Bro, Kamani Vidal is a better pick. Kamani Vidal is a better pick. Kamani Vidal sucks. He's terrible. Bro, he was a byproduct of a decent scenario with Amarian Hampton going out. Sure. Kamani Vidal will not be playing almost any snaps whatsoever. I think he will. And the best thing you can get as a running back is opportunity. That's the only thing that correlates with running back success. It's literally just opportunity. Kamani Vidal got the opportunity. Kamani Vidal had more fantasy points in a single game than Justin Jefferson did last season. So, like, that's our 1st round pick. Kamani Vidal, literally better. Justin Jefferson wasn't hurt. He played every game. Is that true? Is that true? Yes. Can you look that up? I keep all of the data. Yep, right here. Don't dox myself. So this is last year. Look at Mac Nova's the last comment. What do you say? Oh man, Vidal's a good pick. Okay, so look at this. Ready? This is all of the running. I have every single game from every week of all of the running back scores, and it's ranked by how good they were. Like the top score, right? It's Jahmyr Gibbs back in what week is this? Week 12, right? That was the best score of the season. Jonathan Taylor in week 10, Derrick Henry in week 17. These are the best fantasy scores. I have every score aggregated up. I have all of the data here. I have how many times they eclipsed 20 points, 17, 13, and 10, right? So we're going to go to Kamani Vidal. His highest scoring game was 21.3.
he had out of his 12 games he played, 17% of them were more than 20 fantasy points. But let's just focus on the 21.3. We go to all wide receivers. And this, I'm in the wrong one. What am I looking for? Here it is. All wide receivers. This is sorted by touches. Let's make sure we're not on the clock. We're not. So this is by touches, right? Touches per game. So it's the guys who touched the ball the most, caught the most balls. We're going to go scroll down to, we already missed it. There he is, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, this
20th,
is...
but his top scoring game was 17.6. He had 0 20-point fantasy points in 16 games. Kimani Vidal did it in 12 games. He touched the ball 77 times, terrible. He was so bad last year. It's mostly JJ.
Yeah, but Keaton Mitchell, you're forgetting, was not on the team last year. So,
but also, do you want to see where Keaton Mitchell is in this data?
I don't even care, man. This
doesn't register.
Oh, this is slop.
Keaton Mitchell, he's down here. He had 0 games with 13 fantasy points. He had 1 out of 12 games with 10 fantasy points. Dude, he's the worst. Okay.
He is not the worst.
We're on the clock.
A completely different situation. Doesn't even count.
We need a running back. Who do we get? Manny?
Emmanuel Wilson?
Ray
Davis? Ray Davis is probably the one I'd pull up here. Who do we have at wide receiver? Are we good?
We've got 5, but we've got 5 like relatively.
Yeah, I mean, this is a solid wide receiver room. Do we have Ted Hurst? Can we go Ted Hurst, please?
We could do Ted Hurst.
We
could do Ted Hurst. You want him over Emmanuel Wilson? Do you have any faith in Emmanuel Wilson there?
No, I think George Alani is probably better.
Oh God, that's the worst thing you've said. That's even worse than your Keaton Mitchell take.
No, both of them suck. Ugh. It's going to be Jadarian Price, and it's not even going to be
Now we're going to go back to the data. Emmanuel Wilson sucks. If you think Keaton Mitchell's good, which his best score was a 10-point fantasy game, and he only did 1 of them last year in 12 games, you're going to be surprised when you see Emmanuel Wilson way the fuck up here. Let me go find Emmanuel Wilson.
Man, this is such AI slop. I can't even. I don't know how to argue.
Emmanuel Wilson had a high score of 25.5. He was RB2 on the week. He literally was an RB2 on the week. He had a 20-point game. It was a 25.5. Like, literally so much better than Keaton Mitchell. Had way more opportunity. Like,
so I will be honest. I actually don't mind Emmanuel Wilson that much. I was just kind of being. I'm in a little bit more of an attitude right now, and I don't know if I can recover from.
My hatred for Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean Keaton Mitchell is.
I don't hate the players. I hate the ADP.
Ever. Have you ever? Have you?
Not the player.
I can't remember too much, but how often does McDaniel use 3 running backs? Like never.
Decently. Well, no. Talk about like on the Dolphins, they use 2. They use 2 decently.
Only ever 2. It's a 1-2 thing.
Do you remember in 2023 we were drafting Jeff Wilson Jr., Achane, and we were drafting Mostert. I swear it was all 3 of them. They were all 3 getting drafted. So like you just don't know which 2 he's going to use.
But those people were stupid. Dude, he loves Keaton Mitchell. Like
We'll see.
They went out of their way. They have Kimani Vidal on
Keaton
the
Mitchell
roster.
At pick 134 is by far the worst price of any running back on the board.
No. I think if anyone, I think Amari and Hampton's the most overpriced out of all of them.
Well, that's because you're like Keaton Mitchell so much. You're so like bought to the sauce on Keaton Mitchell. You're so bought in that you think Amari and Hampton's the bad pick. Amari and Hampton's actually the good pick. No.
Mitchell Missile. I've been calling him the wrong name. Missile is so good. It's hard to.
I'm catching up. Let's go, Chosen. Believe. Debate Demond Claiborne out. I was in for a bit. I was out.
Dude, okay, Claiborne.
Demond Claiborne's on the Vikings. How many Vikings do you need in fantasy football in 2026? It's either 0 or maybe 1 or maybe 2 or maybe 3, and none of them are Demond Claiborne. I could argue 0. There's 0 Vikings you need to win in 2026. You could argue 1 being either Justin Jefferson or Kyler Murray at ADP. Maybe you want Kyler Murray. You could argue 2, both of those guys. I could argue 3, saying you want to toss in Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason. I'm willing to hear it. I don't think Addison's going to pay off. Juwan Jennings is going to be there and hurt Addison. I think Hawkinson's okay at ADP. But Demond Claiborne, the RB3 on the Vikings, who suck, Like, no.
No, I mean there are so many paths where Jordan Mason is just not good, and Claiborne takes meaningful reps.
Jordan Mason is good though. Okay, Emmanuel Wilson's still there. I think he's actually a good.
I mean, if you want to go Emmanuel Wilson, I guess. I would rather have like Jordan Black James. No, I would rather have Jordan James than Kalen Black.
No, dude, Kalen Black's getting like the most hype out of the camp
no,
right
he's
now.
Not. Jordan James.
Emmanuel Wilson.
I mean, if you want to,
dude, Jordan James is a 0. Literally 0 last year. I have this up. I should have done this.
Okay, we need another wide receiver, don't we? We're at 7.
We can take one.
We got to be quick. Darnell
Judy, Darnell Mooney, Mike Washington,
Darnell Mooney, please.
He hurt me last year. It was sad,
dude. He was hurt. He was like really hurt last year, and people don't realize how hurt he was. But he's going.
Got a naked Patrick Mahomes, but I don't think it's bad.
I mean that's fine. Darnell Mooney has like 3 to 4 games where he will be the wide receiver 1 on the New York Giants. He's gonna.
We should have taken Malik for the bring back, the Week 17 bring back.
Nobody cares
we have
about
so many
Malik
Bills.
Washington. Malik Washington sucks. He's not going to be doing anything. Chris Bell is going to be the meaningful guy in Week 17 anyway.
Maybe. Chris Bell, wasn't he still available? Or no, he was gone. He was definitely gone. Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah, I would much rather have Claiborne than whatever you're saying. I think he's like one of my. I think I have like 35% of him.
Demond Claiborne, bro.
Yeah, Claiborne is like. No, he's fast. Claiborne's good.
He's fast.
That guy's good.
His size is not very big. 180. He's fast. Though.
I don't really even want to be in on almost any of these rookie running backs anyways. So I mean, exactly. I like Claiborne, but he's like whatever. I don't know. I think he had probably the best landing spot that he possibly could have out of almost any of the rookie running backs. Claiborne is the landing spot that you would like.
I don't know. I think Jordan Mason actually is good. He just was on. It was the JJ McCarthy effect last year. I was pretty in on Jordan Mason 2 years ago, 2024, weeks 1 through 8. The running back leaders in total yardage, it was Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and Jordan Mason. They all had like 700, 800 yards rushing in the first couple weeks. I think it was 8 weeks. They were like crushing. Jordan Mason was crushing it. He was on the 49ers. It was the year McCaffrey was hurt. But then he goes to the the Vikings, and it's just the McCarthy effect.
Yeah,
but no,
so
I can't.
You have
RB3 on the Vikings. Ugh.
Kyler Murray isn't afraid to pass to his running backs, although he's a rushing quarterback, so he's going to rush a little bit more.
True.
He does dump off a decent amount to his running backs, and when that happens, when you have a quarterback that is willing to rush, that opens it up, especially for a smaller running back who's quick. If you have a little bit more open lanes, like
you're thinking of Aaron Jones,
who can catch the ball. No, I mean Aaron Jones could just get hurt. He could easily. He's old. I mean, I like the Aaron Jones bet. Don't get me wrong. I like betting on the running backs, but I'm going to be in on Claiborne this year. I don't know. I feel like he's completely fine.
I should have taken Vidal there. I almost took Vidal, but I would take Emmanuel Wilson.
No.
It's just a volume opportunity bet.
We have. It's
a good team.
Did we have Keaton Mitchell? We didn't. I guess we could have taken Vidal.
No, I would never take Keaton Mitchell. Worst pick on the board. It's laughable. He's so bad.
He's good. He's good.
The same bros that are standing up for Keaton Mitchell are the ones who are the Halani bros, and it makes total sense that you like both of them because it's.
I don't like George Halani. I just was.
Okay,
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know.
Mitchell doesn't have anything. He got injured. He was okay his rookie year. He was on a good team, the Ravens. He's done nothing.
The support.
He's too small. McDaniels. He's fast, but he's too small, just like Demond Claiborne. But all you need is volume. Like, volume is key. And Mitchell's never earned volume. Draft every Charger RB? Maybe. Scatterboo the worst RB price? Jeff, that's crazy.
So he's been pushed up. I don't think he'll be taking much anymore.
I know. The injury is what scares me off. But let's just go look. And it's going to be small.
James Cook is the worst pick on the board. And you cannot convince me otherwise.
Bro,
James Cook
I can convince you in one thing.
No.
James Cook.
Okay, I need to use the bathroom. I can't even. I don't want to hear
Wait
this.
for this take first.
Goodness.
You have to. No. James Cook Do you not know that he led the NFL in rushing yards last season?
Yeah,
How is that a
that's
bad
great.
pick?
Good for
How
you.
is that a bad
Oh my
pick?
goodness. That guy's
He's
the
on the
worst.
Bills. He had
Ugh.
14 total touchdowns.
So
Dude,
bad.
he's literally so good.
Dude, I
James
hope
Cook-
that guy's not fantasy relevant this year.
You just didn't like him down the stretch? Is that what you didn't like? Dude, he's one of the
No,
most
I mean-
elite ceilings and one of the highest floors among all running backs.
He just there's such a difference between him, Genty,
And what?
like it's not even. James Cook is so bad.
Okay, this is the second half of the season. So when Genty is doing better, when James Cook was doing a little bit worse, James Cook has more touchdowns, more touches, more fantasy points. Literally 50% more fantasy
That
points.
was like the literal
more touches a
ceiling that
game.
he could have had last year.
Twice as many yards.
He's not doing
Like-
that again.
He's just on a way better team, and he gets way more opportunities. James Cook's a great pick. It's so funny.
They had nothing else to do. Now they have DJ Moore.
You can make the argument. You can make the argument that you like Genty better than James Cook in 2026, but like James Cook's not a bad pick.
Pick 1010. Or not
Yeah,
110.
he usually goes
pick
around there.
110. Not 110. That's funny. No. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh.
James
I'm gonna use
Cook
the
was
bathroom real quick.
RB4 the way I have it ranked, which is just like literally going for spike weeks.
Terrible. Okay, I'll be back in just a sec. Sorry, I keep
Okay.
going in and out. I feel bad, but I really need to go to the
You're
bathroom. I have
This is
such
how
a
we
small
do.
bladder. It's terrible.
TMI. KOC will have more than one fantasy relevant player. Hope so. He had 0 fantasy relevant players last season, so like it's a hope. Like we'll hope. Should I have taken Mooney with the last pick there? I took so much Mooney last season, it really hurt. Maybe it was Malik Washington, honestly, and then Calvin Ridley and Jerry Jeudy going undrafted is kind of bizarre too. I think those guys are draftable. That was the third palm. Let's rip another one. You guys want to get on this palm? I'm gonna catch up in the chat, and then I'll join the palm after I catch up with the chat. So if you want to get on the palm, just queue it up, have it ready. I'll let you know when I'm gonna hit enter. Just get ready. It's hard to know. Yeah, I agree, Knox. It's hard to know. It's hard to project health, though. I know, Jeff. We had a bunch of scat. He was good, though, when he was healthy. Claiborne is the most dynasty-brained pick ever. I did never want to draft Claiborne in best ball. Black is the RB2. Yeah, Kalen Black is for sure the RB2 in San Francisco. I'm not. There's no way he isn't. Like, they fucking love him right now at their training camp or whatever. Everything I hear is about Kalen Black at their training camp, and they're pumped. Claiborne bet. The bet would be, does Claiborne get 1 touch in 2026? Over under 1 touch. James apparently looked good today, though. Did he look good? What I saw was the Kalen Black hype, but I'm open to hearing about James looking good. Jordan James had 0 touches last year. That's the whole thing, though. It's like, does he earn a role in the offense? Whatever happened to Isaac Garendo? Is he even a real person anymore?
Garendo just got hurt, didn't he?
He got hurt last year, but like, is he hurt like currently right now?
I think he just got hurt.
Oh damn. I mean, I would rather take. I would equally take naked Patrick Mahomes equally as much as I would take him skinny stacked with Tyquan Thornton. Tyquan Thornton just doesn't earn targets. Tyquan Thornton could pop off and give you 12 or 15 points in a week. The odds that that's week 17 when you need it, though, is pretty thin. So I think in like DFS or like weekly, you can get some Tyquan Thornton like we were trying to do in like week 3 last year. But for season long, Thornton's not really doing it for me. I might just rather bet on Jalen Royals and say, like, what if he all of a sudden becomes something? Because we've already seen Tyquan Thornton, and the ceiling is very low, and the floor is nothing. What's up, Julius? Damn, got in at 7 and wasted a decent start. Wait, you were in that one? I didn't see. We can go back and look. Let me know in the chat if you were in that one. I'll go look at that team. Claiborne is similar size, 2 guys going at the 1-2 turn. He's similar in size to Achan. Achan was a SEC like all like first team running back though. Like he was legit. He was getting 30 touches a game at A&M. And he's still bigger than Claiborne, but similar. Who's the other one? James Cook. James Cook is also still like 20 pounds bigger, or maybe 10 pounds bigger. I forget exactly, but I just know Claiborne is like extremely small, even though he's fast, which is good. Chosen is smart now, back and forth.
There we go.
Matt Moyako, I don't know who really that is. Reliable 49er beat writer who's very connected to the team, changed his stance from James to Black already. And we put some, faith in the beat writers, but at the same time, it's like all the beat writers you got to take with a grain of salt because they kind of just like also are very biased in ways, and some are good, some are bad. But no, I like the insight. That's interesting. But yeah, I've been seeing good things about Black lately. I think Bill's excited that you're caping up for Keaton Mitchell, because that's the only people get that excited about any player. It's always Keaton Mitchell. There's always like the truthers. Yeah, Achan and Cook are too small.
Mr.
Missile. God damn. See, that's the thing. That's the people. It's all.
If you started calling him Keaton, you'd be on him too. I'm telling you right now.
No, I liked him for a while there because Hartman got me on him a bunch last year, but it's a total zero. Achan and Cook are too small.
The main problem with your stats is and your ranking or whatever is you're not factoring enough the new team. When you have Mike McDaniels putting up wanted posters for you, when you already have freaking, he's just
in my formula for my projections for 2026, the is on a wanted poster is less than 0 of the formula, like of my math. It's like it doesn't come in
on the formula.
These are the same people who argued that
Rick would skyrocket on that formula.
Bro, this is the same argument for people who are like Rizzy P, Ricky Pearsall is the best pick on the board. He has the swag. He is so cool. He got shot.
He's got the blood equity.
Exactly. That factors in exactly 0 with me. Wait, are you going live right now? What just popped up? Oh, maybe it's just an old notification. Nothing. I actually got a YouTube notification from you right now.
Really? Hey,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like maybe it's YouTube algo being like, here, rewatch this video or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still at 44 subscribers, so thank you guys again for that. But maybe literally everyone in the chat is already subscribed because we got 45. So, I mean, one more person, that'd be cool.
We need more. Go subscribe. I think I can still post it in here. Well, I don't know. I lost the link, but no, actually, it's in the description. The link's in the description. I can grab it. I'm going to post it back in. Jeff T, you're gonna be first off. Jeff T, fuck, let me get a YouTube. I gotta go to YouTube first.
Thank you.
All right, we've added 5 subs since I've gone live tonight. Hell yeah, appreciate y'all. If you're watching this and you haven't subbed yet, if you haven't smashed that like button, do me a favor, support the channel. I got a goal to hit 1,000 subs for the start of the NFL season. Let's get it. Jeff T, first off, you are already a moderator. How are you not? How are you not? So now Jeff T's moderator. You already were a mod. How did you lose your modship? I have no idea. So you're a moderator, but then I gave you that just to ban you from the channel for this comment. So you're also I kicked you from the channel, so you can't hear me anymore, but you're also a moderator, but you're also kicked. Darren Sproles, love him. James Cook, 190. Well, I thought Claiborne was 188 pro day, and I thought he was like 180 at the combine. Maybe I'm misremembering, but also James Cook was better prospect, better draft capital, more production.
You should pull up Mac's comment that you just did.
Oh god, I'm so far behind. I see Adam in there too. What's up, Adam? The Mason with the Vikings, they're never in game scripts. Exactly, this is true. 500, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Kriyoff got you here. Got you there with your logic. Flawed logic. Okay. Did you see it? Okay. Pull up stats, Candyman. Exactly. Tight end stats. I have to go pull. It's a different sheet. I have to pull it up, but we'll get to it. Where Waller? He was good for like a game. Jaden Blue, Brashard Smith, Jarquez Hunter. Well, you're going to love Damon Claiborne.
I have more Jarquez Hunter that I would like to admit.
I had the most.
Jaden
He was my most drafted. Him and Blue are my most drafted rookie running backs last year. Zeros.
Oh man.
So I've learned. I'm getting better. Take that bet. I said Damon Claiborne over under 1 touch in 2026.
Yeah, Claiborne is smashing. You want to
over 1 touch? What about Jordan James? Over under 1 touch.
You want to bet money on that? I'll put like $100 on that.
I'd have to have great odds though, because I'm giving you 1 touch.
No, I don't want to do that. I guess.
But it's from. I think I can make the argument that Damon Claiborne is more likely to get 0 touches than to smash in fantasy or ever matter. I think that's obvious.
I feel like that's the worst take ever made in the history of ever.
Bro, we'll come back this time next year and you'll be like, fuck, I guess Damon Claiborne was on practice squad and had 0 touches. I thought he was going to smash. I'd be like, oh, it was never going to be a smash.
There are so many worlds where Jordan Mason or Aaron Jones get hurt and he gets pulled up. And he has
and he still doesn't matter for fantasy. You can get pulled
he
up.
He get at least a touch though.
Bro, he could have 15 touches a game and not matter. How many players do you think matter for fantasy last year? How many mattered?
60?
No, it was 14.
That mattered?
Yeah, there's 14 players that you could have drafted last year to win. Not saying your home league where there's 10 teams and it's a little bit this or that and who you start. Literally, most of the picks lost.
What was it?
Very
Pitts,
few picks that won.
Fannin, Trevor Lawrence.
You didn't need Fannin. Fannin did great. You didn't need him.
You needed Fannin to advance, right?
Who?
What do you mean?
Who needed Fannin to advance?
I mean, you didn't necessarily need him to advance, but
didn't
he
need him.
Certainly helped.
No, you had to end up. You wanted McBride or Kittle. That was it. There's 2
Pitts?
tight ends that matter.
You didn't need Pitts?
Pitts wasn't on any winning teams, but Pitts was good for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, he got you like what, 50 points in week 15. I feel like that's good.
It's a lot. I'm also overgeneralizing, and I'm sure there's other tournaments that people won. And I mean, it's all anecdotal. So if you won a tournament, let me know what players mattered. But there's literally like almost most of the players don't matter at all. There's so few players that matter.
Genty and
You're in don't.
I don't know.
Torres Peck on the bench pressing. Blackston standout. Jordan Watkins. Oh wow. Trader Miss for Grindo. Yes, Res Dog gonna try to get in your next draft. Okay, well we're about to get in the next draft, so we'll just do that, and we'll Res
You're
Dog.
too popular. There are too many people commenting. It's
well, I say crazy shit just to get them to comment, but no, I'm also always so far behind in the chat.
The TV commenters are going hard right now.
I know, because I just told them that only 14 players mattered in fantasy, but directionally I'm not literally correct, but directionally I'm correct. It's not 60. If 60 players mattered, everyone would have won.
Yeah, I guess I was completely off on that. I
thought you meant thinking how many players were like draftable. You're thinking of like who's good, but it was a badly phrased question, so I don't fault you for your answer at all. But like, think about this: if you needed, who was the first round pick last year that won it all? Was Jamar Chase, right? Sam Sherman had Jamar Chase, so. You couldn't have had another first round pick, so only one first round pick mattered.
No, you could have had Bijan. If you had Bijan
did Bijan win some tournaments?
He had like what? Yeah, I think he was crazy.
No, but he was the second highest scoring running back that week. You had to have Derrick Henry, so Derrick Henry was the second round pick. If you had any other second round pick, you didn't win if you're playing against Derrick Henry. So like in your home league where it's 1 versus 1, it's different. Like,
if you had Bijan
mattered in week 17, but he didn't win any tournaments, I don't think.
Mac Nova had him and he won $1 million.
In a DFS slate?
No, in the Millie. I think
in the DK Millie
555 or something. I don't know. I think
in smaller field stuff you potentially could have won with Bijan, but Derrick Henry outscored him.
Huge.
We'll have to scroll down. I'm too far away. Claiborne advanced stats are so bad.
Well, let's get it. Do we want to do an eliminator? I mean, we can do Pomeranians.
yeah.
We've just done like 4 of them.
Well, we did 3. Let's do one more palm because
Okay.
we're in the flow state of the palms. And if we're going to do palm volume, might as well do it now. Plus, I think everyone else wants to jump in, but I am also interested in elims. But do I have faith in Mason and Jones staying healthy? I don't predict injuries, but even if they both get hurt, Claiborne could still not matter at all. That's the thing you have to realize. Even starting running backs who never got injured didn't matter. Like Devon Achane didn't matter. If you picked him, you lost. Ricky P. Everyone always says he was cooking until he was hurt. That's like the argument. Oh, wait. Also, shit. I'm going to post your link again. We got to get more subs to BBChosen.
Appreciate it. If you want, you could mod me and I could do it.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding.
Yo, Adam, we're still going. Oh, fuck. Let me check. Also got to check Twitter. Oh, my God. There's way too much engagement I've missed out on. Oh, my gosh. That's what happens when I multitask. I'm also going to retweet that we're still live.
And I'll retweet your retweet. Yeah, I mean, I have all my stuff out of the way, and I'm not really doing anything tomorrow, so I can go as long as you want.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I get into the state. I've had a long week. I put in the work this week, and then got all my shit done today, and I haven't been drafting a lot this week.
I also had a monster. Well after I probably should have, and so I'm not going to be falling asleep anytime soon.
I drink that coffee thing.
Yeah. And you had what? 60 grams of sugar or something?
No, it has 9 grams of sugar.
Oh, okay, that's great. You're cooking, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't too much. Well, I do sugar free almost everything. So that even 9 grams of sugar is too much.
I'm allergic to aspartame, and so I have to be really particular in what I
Bro, you and BBG would get along. He's allergic to aspartame too.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Psychologically.
Yeah, so I really can't have it, especially if I'm streaming, because it just makes my throat swell up, and it's just
that's crazy.
It's the worst.
I'm not a big I'm not like a big soda or aspartame drinker anyways, but I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, that's funny. 1K subs, even though he hates fun fast players. True. Mac Nova, give us the details. Did you have Bijan on the team you won $1 million with? I want to know. Maybe you did, because also in the PPR format, if it was DraftKings, then I'm speaking strictly about Underdog half PPR. So I could see that Bijan was the guy you needed in PPR. Because the scoring wasn't that far off from Derrick Henry. Watch out, Vikings fan. Get in this palm. Yeah, Adam, get in. We ripping a palm? Yes. Also,
I wonder if there was anyone that joined the palm and now they're in a draft right now because we've.
Well, they'd be in like round 5 right now. Where is it?
Pearsall? Pearsall is so bad. So bad. Oh, man.
Adam, check your Twitter DM. If he's still here. He probably jumped in the palm and then joined and then said, you know what, this guy, he all he does is fall behind in chat and then talk to chat from 10 minutes ago. Waller signed with the Ravens? Wait, is this fake news?
Is this true?
No, it's not.
Are we joking?
Yeah, I think we're joking. If he signed with the Ravens, where would I have him? Probably like a last round pick or undraftable. I would still just believe in Mark Andrews. Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no way.
No, I think he was saying hypothetically. Mason and Jones get injured. Vikings sign and start Bam Knight just to bring back a 2025 feel good vibes. This is true. That's exactly what happened. We'd be like, oh, it's time for Damon Claiborne. He hasn't touched the ball. It's week 14, but both these guys got injured in the same game. Now it's Damon Claiborne's time, and then they're gonna sign like Kareem Hunt and Bam Knight. Everyone's gonna be like, oh fuck, forgot. Veteran guys exist. Market Damon is nothing. Candyman. Yeah, I would say Damon is nothing. He's closer to nothing than anything. Pitts was a playoff hammer. He was a playoff hammer for sure. Amon-Ra's good. Amon-Ra mattered. How many late round picks mattered? Like none. I don't think any of them did really. I'm trying to think.
Michael
Sometimes
Wilson?
they do though. Tyron mattered a few years ago. Michael Wilson. I don't think any winning teams happen to have Michael Wilson. I could be wrong. He definitely helped, but I don't. Maybe you could argue Michael Wilson mattered.
Wandale Robinson?
How cheap was he though? I don't know if he actually ended up mattering.
He was cheap.
Luther Burden ended up mattering. You could argue that he mattered.
Parker Washington?
I think he's in that Michael Wilson
Alec Pierce probably.
tier. Cheap enough. Well, Alec Pierce was like 100% drafted though. Like he would never go undrafted, which is the thing. It's like sometimes if they're a super late pick, you get a leverage if they're like sometimes undrafted, which was like the whole Kyron thing.
That's true.
Bijan was on your team, but it was okay. McNova, okay, Chosen, you know ball. Bijan was on his team, but it was also, like you said, it was DraftKings, right? So it was PPR. So I was wrong, but also wrong context. Claiborne
QJ.
top 100 pick, never. Claiborne, no. Sam was on top 2 teams in the DK movie. Sam who? Who would Sam be?
He was joking. No, not joking. He meant Bijan. No, Sam Sherman was not on the.
No.
That would have been funny.
Bijan
Though,
was on top. Okay, yes. DK, I can see that. That makes sense. Oh, I tried to share your link, and I got an error message. An error occurred on YouTube. This is unusually temporary with the moment. Try that again. Okay, I'm going to try to paste it again. I've never seen that error message before.
Oh, there we go.
This time. Okay, subscribe to BBChosen's YouTube channel. Check him out. Helped about Pearsall was on Sherman's team. Was he though? Alec Pierce mattered. Oh, what's up, Drew? I don't know if Alec Pierce mattered. Most drafted wide receiver. I drafted a shit ton of Alec Pierce last year. I love Alec Pierce. He's too expensive this year though.
Yeah.
Hate EP, not the player. Hate the price. QJ was good the first half of the season. He fell off the second half of the season. Christian Watson was okay. Oh, actually, he was super undrafted though too. So like he was kind of a fun pick. Yeah, exactly. This was somewhat true. Purple Yoshi disagree. I forget what I said, but Wandale is going very late, steamed up a bit. Yeah. Subscribe to BBChosen.
Just got another sub. Thanks, boys.
Hell yeah, you guys rock. There we have. We have some power in this stream. Love it. Love to see it. Ultimately lost on a 2v2 Sharbs Harvey versus Ramondre Swift. Damn. The Ramondre side, because didn't Mondre wasn't he was week 17 Mondre was relevant. Anyways,
Ramondre was like super relevant. He scored like what 23 PPR fantasy points or something. Is like
yeah, which is funny because the top scoring wide receiver was Luther Burden in half PPR. I assume he was in PPR as well, but I have to double check that. And he only had like 21 points, so it was like there were the wide receivers
27 points on DK.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Because he was like,
bro, I am 4 subs away from 50. Thank you. You guys are studs.
All right, guys, we need more subs for BBChosen. Just go sub. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. The link's right there. Help the bro out. He's growing the channel, and I bet you'll like it too. You'll see him go live often. Do you have any streams lined up?
Bindles, I think at 6 EST on Wednesday is the only one that I have lined up right now. So you guys go and support your boy Bindles, and you know me Wednesday. What do you got going? Do you have anything planned next week? Obviously you've got Ballsy with Bindles, right?
Yeah, me and Bindles need to coordinate because I was out of town on Monday this last week, so we took the week off. We had Neil Orfield 2 weeks ago, which was super fun. We're gonna do Ballsy, I assume, Monday night, and we've got a bunch of guests lined up in general. So like, I'm sure we'll be able to get one to come on that is gonna be sick, that we're excited about. And then I'm gonna go live again tomorrow night, almost certainly. I'm hosting a party. I'm hosting a going away party with some of our friends at my house tomorrow. There's like if you guys could see my dining room in my office right now, it's just filled with these like boxes that are either filled with stuff or like going to be filled with stuff imminently.
It's a going away party, but they're actually going to be packing for you.
So I hope to God they help me pack, but my house is pretty packed up though. There's not that much stuff left.
Yeah.
But it's a margarita themed going away party, so everyone's just showing up and drinking tequila. So it'll be fun.
That sounds pretty good. Is there going to be pizza involved?
There should be. I almost always
go to pizza place. Where are we going?
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard this yet. Specifically, I'm a pizza snob. Like I only eat the best pizza in any city that I go to, any town that I go to. I find it. I scour the reviews. You know how of course Dave Portnoy rates the pizzas, right? Like you've seen him do that.
Yeah.
I'm not on his level because he's just been more places and he travels more. But like, I take
your
it
ratings
seriously.
don't have a decimal point on them.
No, they do. Like I
Okay.
I definitely do. Also, I'm Italian is my background. Like I have a very Italian family, 3rd generation American Italians, all from like Houston area, and so I take Italian food very seriously. I take pizza very seriously, and also and I have Italian family members who literally own Italian restaurants and like pizza restaurants. So like I don't know. All that to say, I am serious about pizza. I have some local spots around me that are my local go-tos that I have like weekly or bi-weekly. But then if I want like good, like it depends what city I'm in. And first off, but like, anyways, all that to say, yeah. No, I when I have friends over, we almost always get pizza. That's definitely a good way to host when you have friends over. Because everyone, like, especially if you're drinking, at first off, everyone gets here and it's like, they might have little apps and stuff and chips and dips and we're going to drink in margaritas. But then after like being at my house for like a couple hours, I go pick up a pizza or I'll have a pizza show up and like no one resists that. Like we used to do, I used to do Halloween parties that we kind of do with a similar like friend group. And we'd always like, we'd have trick-or-treaters come to the door and we'd be like eating pizza and drinking in the kitchen and hanging out. We've been doing that for years. So it's the kind of the same crew. Okay. But you're going to say,
so you basically have marinara running through your veins.
Yes, this is true.
There we go.
My go-to pizza, I would say, I don't mind like a soft wood-fired like Neapolitan pizza, like type, like style-wise. I like a lot. I'm open to a lot of different styles, but like generally I like the pizza for like the quality of the pizza, not necessarily the toppings. Like toppings are great, add toppings, but if I'm gonna be like strict on pizza, I want a margarita pizza, I want like a traditional pizza, like even cheese pizza, like just it better be good. Like it has to wow me, it has to be so good. But obviously I like toppings too, but when I'm like getting like really high quality pizza somewhere, I want either their margarita or their cheese to like give it a true baseline rating, and then the toppings from there is just like, but I like kind of fancier toppings too. Like, I like prosciutto on pizza, arugula. I like fresh mozzarella. Like that's why I like the margarita so much. Anyways, chains. I don't really have like a favorite chain pizza that I go to. Like I really try not to eat chain pizza, and I really don't like it at all.
Do you like mod pizza at all, or is that?
I would eat mod pizza on like a work lunch break occasionally when other people were going and they're like, hey, we're going to mod. Do you want to come? I wouldn't say no, but I'm not going to get mod on my own, even though you can kind of.
I feel like it's a tier break of pizza places like that are more chain, but I don't know.
It's not bad for being a chain because you can pretty much customize it the way you want, but it's just not.
This is a question. Pineapple.
I don't do pineapple pizza, but I don't really like pineapple that much in general.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a sin.
Yeah. But my neighborhood pizza place that I like, it's just called Napoli. It's an Italian restaurant, and I like their pizzas. They're like good baseline quality pizzas. I get it like once a week or every so often. I like supporting them, small business. The best pizza in Houston is called the Gypsy Poet. Gypsy Poet. I'm gonna spell it and type it in real quick. It's in Midtown. It's like near downtown. The Gypsy Poet, really good pizza. That's if I'm going out around downtown, or if I want to wow someone that's coming to visit and they won't get pizza in Houston, Gypsy Poet's like super, really, really good pizza.
What would you rate it?
I've rated it. I have to go back and like look up because I keep tabs.
You have a chart for it too?
No,
How does it perform in the playoffs?
I either do like Google reviews, places, or I just like I remember. I think I rated them Gypsy Poet. I think I said it was like an 8.3 or like
Okay.
an 8.4.
There we
So,
go.
That's
That's a
like
good pizza.
I try to. My scale is somewhat calibrated to like Dave Portnoy's scale in a way where it's like there are very rarely like super high scores.
Sure.
God, now they're talking about pizza. I can go on forever, but like every city that I've been to, I have found the good pizza. If I have any time that I can spend there, I've like places that come to mind where I've had really good pizza. Venice Beach, Florida, Miami, Florida. And this is also biased to like places that I go to.
Sure.
Where else have I had really good pizza? Austin, I've had good pizza. Houston is fine. Where else? I have to think hard on that. But anyways, what about you? What's your go-to pizza? Like, what do you like? You like Mod?
Mod's pretty good. I'm not much of a pizza snob. So I grew up with a lot of siblings, and so we didn't really do the expensive pizza.
Oh yeah, growing up, we would do like terrible pizza. We did, like Gaddy's.
I don't know. Growing up, it was like a treat to have like I don't know.
Okay, we're jumping in the palm now, and then
Papa
keep telling
John's
me.
or
Jump in the
something.
palm
So-
now. Get ready, go Adam, go.
Yeah, let's go. 3 people.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
And there's the lag on the stream, so if Adam didn't get in this one, I'm gonna feel so bad. I was DMing him. I told him to join the palm, and he goes, "It's 6 minutes later. You guys still haven't joined it." No, he didn't get in.
We could multi-table. That would be
Oh.
pretty interesting.
No, what did I just do? Let's see. Maybe he is in the 12 spot. Nope. Fuck.
It was all a ruse. We didn't want the sharp drafters. We just wanted all these randos anyway. That was the plan. Lull them all to sleep with the pizza talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's my bad.
Interested to see what the chat thinks. Everyone want to go and type their team? Does anyone? Are there any team agnostics in the chat? Like they just watch ball for ball, or
Who we got in
who's
here?
your
Animal?
guys' favorite team?
Danimal in the 7. We're in the 9. Diana Rossini in the 11. Shout outs. Pepper in the 3. Who's? That's not who I'm thinking that is. But who else is in here? Let me know. This is the 4th palm of the night. We're in the 9 spot. We're gonna rip it.
Danimal.
Shout out to Adam. Nice and blunt. Sorry, I tried and failed miserably to get to start a draft on time and one that you could join. Nope. I
Titan
was
Sayers
overfilled.
is in
He actually
4.
tried to join and we got him in the overfill. Oh well. It's good because he's a sharp drafter, and even though the advance is 4 out of 12, it's kind of fun though. I feel like I will watch people stream, and I usually don't try to jump into their stream drafts. I usually actually wait for them to start one, and then I start one like a minute later, and then I just listen to their picks in a round, and then I make my pick like a minute later, and it's kind of
So
fun.
there's a funny
Yeah,
story.
go ahead.
So I play a lot of chess, and I don't know if you've ever heard of
Oh, yeah.
simuls or whatnot for chess, but basically they found, because it happened a lot, where grandmasters would play both black and white in like a simultaneous exhibition. So they're playing multiple people at the
Gotcha.
same time, but different colors. But there
Yes.
would be people that would play white, and then when he was playing white, they would just mimic his moves. And then the other person would be playing black, and they would play the other move that the grandmaster played. And so it'd be like crazy games where it would pretty much always end in a draw because he was pretty much playing himself. So I don't know if that made sense to anyone else.
No,
Justin
no.
Jefferson, CD Lamb, Ashton Genty. I would probably put Ashton Genty here just for fun, but it just depends.
You want to go Genty or Jefferson?
Genty probably. We've done just I don't know. I don't care. Do what you
I'm
want.
open to it.
I really like Genty.
Yeah, I'm open to it. I think it's fun. Our second Genty team. Which
Sorry to
means-
the people that wanted Genty. You're not getting him.
Yeah, the Kurt Rambuses of the world. Which means we also get to pump out this one. Hell yeah.
What a bob.
That's crazy. I never have these headphones on. I forgot I was wearing them. the bass in my headphones is extremely good. The bass in my computer, just MacBook like speakers, is nothing.
Does not slap.
That was like the first time I've ever listened to that clip with headphones on, and it goes so much harder with the bass boost. Because I remember, but all my clips have a bunch of bass like that, and it's all like free music that I found and just added. But I've had comments, people be like, "Holy shit! I was watching it on my TV, and my bass was like vibrating my walls with like those."
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Now Saquon, Derrick Henry, Chase Brown. What do we do? Marion Hampton.
I know we're doing kind of the same thing that we did last time with Saquon, but I would do Saquon here probably.
Boom. Let's go Chase Brown. Do you hate Chase Brown?
I think that Chase Brown is like Javonte Williams in the second round. So
it's too expensive.
Very expensive.
It's expensive. He's on a good team.
What do you think? Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb for Mr. AT 20 something or another. That's a pretty good team if wide receiver is what you need this year.
True. This is the whole season. Let me zoom in a little bit, I guess. At least it's way too zoomed out. But
do you see who's above him?
Season. Well, look. This is the whole season. Chase Brown. He's a better ceiling. He wasn't great, and actually, the first half of the season was terrible. And when he was without Joe Burrow, was terrible. But if you just look at the second half, which is mostly when Joe Burrow was back, he was averaging about 18.5 fantasy points per game. He's right in line with like Saquon and Derrick Henry. Way more fantasy points per touch. He only had 7 total touchdowns. I mean, that could be a way bigger number. He was getting 20 touches a game. Like he actually is in the super elite tier with these guys. The second half of the season, and it kind of correlates more with like healthy Joe Burrow. So that's kind of what I'm going for with the Chase Brown. I actually like him a lot.
He has the running back talent of a potato, but he is
he's a running back.
He has opportunity.
Exactly.
Correct.
And he's on.
He has the opportunity of Mr. Potato Head. And yeah, I don't know.
But Chase Brown, he's on the Bengals though. They score touchdowns. Joe Burrow, good. Joe Burrow, go score touchdowns. Go Burr, exactly. You got to catch up. We're talking about pizza. 3 subs away for 50. Appreciate y'all. Support BBChosen. Go sub to the channel. Sub here too, and like the channel. Smash.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, I cut you off. You were talking about your pizza. Anything but Chicago. Yeah, I like different styles, but I don't prefer Chicago style. Pineapple. Pepperoni, Canadian bacon, jalapeno, pineapple, smash. I do like all of those ingredients, probably except for pineapple, but I don't hate the take. I love jalapenos, so. Yeah, what's up, Danimal? I thought I saw you in this last draft. How we doing, brother? Got the 4. Yeah, what's up, Tiana? Tiana Sayers. Tiana Sayers. You got it. It's hard to read at first. In the 4 spot, Talking Dollars. Oh, I love that. What's up? Okay, Puka, Kidwalker, Rice. Pretty fun start.
That is a fun start.
But like we talked about it last draft, where we had Ken Walker. Like we didn't want to go Rice because we had Ken Walker, but at the end of the day,
I wanted to go Rice because we had Ken Walker.
I know. I thought it was kind of expensive, but
no, it's all good. It's all good. Do we want to go Devontae Smith here and hope that I don't know, like Josh Jacobs falls? I don't know.
I like Kyron a lot. Which
Devontae Smith is such a smash.
I know, but he's
we already have. We need a wide receiver. We need one.
How many fantasy points do you think Devontae Smith averaged last year? In half PPR?
He averaged.
It's bad.
13.
9. It's really bad.
Do you know what his target share was without AJ Brown last year?
But his target share on a team that passes the ball 25 times.
He had a target share of, I believe, like 33.
And if you pass the ball 20 times, that's like 6 targets. 7
targets.
It wouldn't be that good. But I know what you're saying. No, I like Devonta Smith. I think it's expensive, but also this is where we are in the draft. And we would have taken T. Higgins otherwise, and that would be a little bit much. It's the same thing we talked about with Ken Walker and Rashee Rice, if like we did T. Higgins there. Sometimes Kyron comes back around. I think Kyron's is a smash. How many other players are averaging 16 touchdowns over the last 3 seasons? Literally none.
Blake Corum is taking half of his workload. So
could be true. Could be true.
That's a pretty good Josh Allen for James Cook. That's a team to watch.
Oh, K-Nox is in here too. I just noticed that. I never look at the names. Danimal's in this one. That wasn't the last draft. It was this one. We have taking dollars.
Okay, we're on the clock.
Danimal, C-Nox, we're on the clock. Diana Rossini's in here. Shout out to Al Boogie. Kyron, right?
I mean, if you want to go Kyron, that's fine. I just think he's terrible.
I think he's still good enough. 15 touchdowns, 16 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns. I get what you're saying, though. Split the work. But he's on the Rams. Rams go Burr. Good running back. But, maybe we look for the year 2 breakout for T-Mac. We could pull up Garrett Wilson is always a decent pick. But he's on the Jets. The Jets suck. I just like the Rams. Rams are good. This is the draft where we take talent, good team. Talent, good team.
Sure. That could work.
Because honestly, the Eagles are a bad passing team. Maybe Sean Mannion turns it around. I think the Eagles are at risk to maybe fall apart this season. They're 2 years past the Super Bowl. They're a little bit hungover. They're starting to lose pieces. Players are starting to get disgruntled. The vibes around, and I still like them, Jalen Hurts for fantasy, but the vibes around Jalen Hurts are a little bit odd. Would you agree? Like, they don't seem like everything's like all peachy and good, right?
I don't know if you want to catch up just a little bit more, but man, I'm a slappy through and through. I love I'm 2000 rated in rapid, so I'm all right. Some would say
ELO a chess term? Is that like a ranking?
Yeah. So at my very peak, by God's grace, I was top 27,000 in the world.
Nice. Cool. I love chess. I have a few chess boards. So I was in chess club in all of elementary school and like middle school, loved it. And we would do tournaments that would be like with the ISD, the school district and stuff. But we also, me and my friends, we'd have our moms drive us to the McDonald's that's in the Walmart, and there was like this teacher at our school who would like host like separate chess tournaments. He was just like a cool guy who liked chess, and so I think he did it by like age brackets. But we would show up, and I think it was Friday nights, so we would do Friday night chess tournaments like at the McDonald's inside of Walmart's. We'd all just sit in those McDonald's and we'd play chess games for like hours. It was so fun.
I wish I had that when I was growing up. I got into chess a little bit later.
Mostly online chess or mostly in person?
Almost entirely online.
I mostly play in person,
chess and got pretty good.
You like it a lot, though. Yeah, I mean, online's definitely the way to go now. But like, I'm not going to go.
You want to go Jadarian Price and be good at running back and just kind of that's overlapping by. I mean, that could be fine. Whatever you want.
We could do. Do you want to grab a Dunze, or do you think a Dunze is nothing?
Dunze is fine. If you want to do a Dunze, we can do a Dunze. He is a weekend buy.
We wouldn't have gone Kyron Yeah, I'm not too worried about the buys. If we wouldn't have gone Kyron, I would have taken Price there if we already had another wide receiver 2. But I think Dunze could be a good wide receiver 2. And then we'll just like maybe Price or Tootin falls to 64. We match him up. Look, Hubbard just went. Like Diana Rossini likes Hubbard for some reason. So that could be nice. If not, we can easily get our wide receiver 3 in this range as well. And then also, Brian Thompson's going to be there. Marvin Harrison's going to be there. I don't think we go Joe Burrow, but we could. I think we haven't done a late QB build yet because we've taken Lamar Jackson, we've taken Josh Allen. We can push QB a little bit. Yeah, Tootin goes. Maybe Price is still there. We'll see. Probably not, but worth a try.
Never know.
Because we know we like Brian Thomas, and I like Tyson. I like Marvin Harrison.
Warren goes to Diana Rossini. This guy does not know ball, and that's okay.
You gotta take Price, right?
I mean, that's
Easy.
Fine. That's completely cromulent.
That's sick.
Wow.
It's a fun start.
Wow. Yeah, that seems strong.
Yeah, Parker Washington goes a bit early, and then the Hubbard and Warren getting pulled up by Diana Rossini, who's like just drafting players who they're familiar with, I guess, because these are all guys who've been drafting for like 3 years.
Keep drafting this way, please.
4 years.
Go ahead. he ruined a perfectly good James Cook stack with Josh Allen.
Drew's calling you out. You like players who don't score points, and you don't.
I'm
like
a slappy at heart, bro. I take
true.
bad players, but they look very nice on the screenshot. I'll tell you that.
True. Respect Shockers, LOL. Yeah. Look at Shockers here. 5 wide receivers and the elite tight end Bowers, the first pick. We almost missed mentioning that.
Doesn't know ball, but it sure looks like it. That he does know ball. Parker Washington at 63 seems. I don't know what this guy's on. This guy's been watching too much Block Fantasy.
This has got to be left wing slappy. This is left wing slappy shit, isn't it?
I don't know what that is. We do not accept him wherever it is on the slapses. That's completely off the charts. It's on your charts somewhere, I'm sure.
I do have charts for everything, so it would be on something. Oh.
Wow, look at this purple.
Prescott.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, Dak Prescott going up there. I mean, these are all pretty good QB falls, though. I mean, Jaden Daniels at pick 70 seems like such a smash, no matter if it's a stack or not.
Yes, you're right. And for me, though, it's just like the opportunity cost of a QB at this point in the draft is so high when you could miss out on like the breakout running back or wide receiver still. It's almost to the point. But like the RB dead zone or like that doesn't even exist anymore. But it's almost to the point where like a lot of these picks are gonna like let us down. But it's still, I don't know. We see year in year out like elite quarterback doesn't always do that well.
Can we look at a Danimal's team? I think I'm gonna like it
for sure. He's got Amon-Ra, nice. Barkley, good value. Javonte, interesting. Javante's not usually going this high, is he?
That's pretty close to where Javonte goes.
Not
he
terrible.
probably goes closer to like pick 34 or something, but it's
okay.
I mean, it's
it looked a little early for me, but if it's your guy, get him. Loveland, Jackson, Brian Thomas. So he's a 1-2.
Yeah, that team looks solid.
Yeah,
looks solid. Way to go, Danimal. Who are you going to take though? Ooh, Tony Pollard. That's
all right. Run the clock.
Could be good. Tucker.
Oh,
Kraft?
we can't. Yeah, we
Tucker Kraft?
could. Do we want to grab a receiver here before it gets too late, or
no,
are these kind of the same? No, there's kind of
this whole. This is a pretty big tier. I don't mind.
Okay, so you think just Kraft here is the real worth it pick?
Yeah.
I'm open to it. I like
Seems
Kraft. Good. Yeah, let's do it. If we're not going to go elite QB,
we
might as well
need some more QB stacks if we're getting Roma Dunze and Devontae Smith to not come to not have QB stacks.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing we did kind of backwards though is we have and maybe we go hyper fragile and just stop with these 4 or something. We took our 4th running back before our 3rd wide receiver, so like we kind of technically have one player who's going to hit our bench every week that can't be in our flex versus wide receiver 3 who's always going to be starting.
One thing that I was just watching Sacrilegious talk about. I don't know how much you care about Sims or ideas, but
no, I love Sims.
Really
I use
like
Sims for golf a lot.
Yeah, the Sims really like, for whatever reason, wherever you're richest, just adding more to it.
Right.
And so it's interesting that it really seems like if you're really strong at running back, they might just have you tack on another one. And now we'll probably be done at running back unless we get some. Wow. Brock Purdy.
Do we just take the falling on Sutton because he has the nice
we
floor?
Can't take Sutton. That's 10 week 10 buys.
But so is Godwin. Go Michael Wilson then.
No, Quentin Johnson
like
probably.
QJ.
I don't know. QJ probably. You got. I don't know. Do what you want. I don't know.
I'll do some QJ for you if you want QJ.
So QJ is a terrible redraft pick, but he's an insane pick in best ball. He can go for 20-25 any week. Like
how many weeks did Quentin Johnston score more than 20 fantasy points last year?
I'm gonna say 4 or 5.
That would be a lot. That'd be like one of the most for a guy that goes where he goes. Let's find out. I don't know the answer either, but we're gonna find out. He was good the first half of the season. He was bad the second half of the season. Quentin Johnston had that would be one game with 20 points, and he had 22.4.
Huh. How many were like super close? I think he had like a
So he
multiple
had
17, 19.
that would be 3, right? 21% of 14 would be 3.
Okay.
So he had 3 games of more than 17 points.
I think so. I was pretty close. So I think in full PPR he hit 20 multiple weeks, but you're right. I don't know.
But he had 8 touchdowns. But also 33% of his fantasy points came from touchdowns. That's 81st percentile among all wide receivers. So among wide receivers, he's like in the Devontae Adams tier of like all of his points come from touchdowns, which can regress, but it also could be part of your profile where you're just like a fucking
if it's
baller
only
and you score
8,
touchdowns.
I feel like Herbert's like going to smash this year.
Although 8 touchdowns is a lot, like Bijan Robinson only had 7 rushing touchdowns. Like 8 touchdowns in general is still a lot. But yeah, like I get what you're saying. Like it's not so high that you're afraid that it would like crash, but it still is. It's way more than expected. Expected would be like 4.5 or 5, I think, based on his volume. So I mean, maybe it is a bit much, but he's
a coverage breaker. He's fast. He can rip off a 40-yard touchdown pretty fine. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think QJ's fun. I liked him coming out of college from TCU. I thought he was interesting. TCU got destroyed that year in the Natty, so that was not great for the whole vibes. But that's also then we had Kendre Miller, and man, what if Kendre Miller?
We really need a quarterback here. Really, really hoping that we get.
Well, we're
someone.
pushing it, right? Obviously, we can get Love with Kraft. Is kind of one of our best bets. Stafford is gone. Him with Kyron Williams is not a bad combo. And then Mendoza late is kind of our thing. So we either take Love here, or we get another receiver. I think I kind of think
Love
we
go?
get
No.
Love is there.
We could push
Love?
him. We could push him. I don't know.
Do you want to get Downs?
Josh Downs seems solid. Yeah, Josh Downs.
Yeah,
I think
so
is
too.
really, really good this year.
Let's take Downs. If it wasn't him, I would do Pittman. And then I think we just.
I think
get
Pittman's
Love.
also really solid. Yeah. I don't care.
I'll go. I'm willing to go Downs. I've heard smart people that I respect talk up Josh Downs. I think naturally I lean more
love
Pittman.
Downs.
Yeah, I'd probably naturally lean towards Pittman over Downs there, but because Pittman just earns targets. But he's on a new team. Anything could happen.
I would rather have Baker Mayfield over Shuck.
Especially since we don't have them stacked right now. We don't have any like connection. It's easier to
Jordan
backstack
Love goes.
Baker Mayfield.
Who does he have? Okay.
And Josh Jacobs, I guess, but still.
Good for that
just
guy.
wanted QB2.
God bless him.
All right, we are pushing QB on purpose though. Let's do the late QB build. And so if you want Mayfield over Shuck,
I think Mayfield. I want to have as much as I can of Ted Hurst, and so I think Ted Hurst
there's a
is
big
really
theme
fun
of tonight.
backstack.
I've noticed half the teams with Ted Hurst.
If you don't like him, we don't have to take
No,
him, but it seems pretty good
mind him.
to have him with Baker Mayfield this year. But
I'm trying to think if there's a reason to go one way or the other. I think we get the week 17 bring back with Kyron, and
he's a week 10 bye, so I mean, there's a little bit of worry that we've got so many week 10 buys already. But
that's true because we're gonna stack them later, and we already have 2 of those receivers like that. But I think at week 10 you can afford a little bit of bye week overlap, and it's not gonna sink you. We can get Daniel Jones late. We can get
Daniel
Mendoza.
Jones week 13 bye, so that's fine.
Let's see Waller's stats. I had to pull them up. I don't have that one open, but the tight ends are different too. But it is a good
Jim Waller took down, I think, the pit bull, so he got 200 grand. So that's Waller's stats.
It's a good stat. More touchdowns than Ladd 2 straight years. Yeah.
Ladd
there's
is
some big QJ
going
fans
to
out
be
there.
such a smash this year. Ladd is going to be so good.
He could be year 3 breakout. I'd love to see it.
He was a good rookie breakout. He just did not do great
He has
this
to
year.
re-break out, just like Brian Thomas. They have to do a re-breakout.
Brian Thomas was hurt last year.
I think that is a good reasoning, and I think it was not just the physical hurt. There was some mental blocks.
He shied away a lot
Yeah.
from getting hit, and I think that probably has to do with him being hurt. But I really know that for whatever it's worth, I don't know if you guys are Brett Coleman guys, but Brett Coleman really likes both Lad McConkey and
He does.
Brian Thomas Jr.
That's too far zoomed. I'm gonna try some. Let me see what I can do with. I'm gonna do some weird things with the sizing here.
How do you do the sizing like that? I've never been able to figure that out on. Maybe some other time we'll talk a StreamYard, but I've never been able to figure out.
I'm sharing my whole window.
Okay, so you're just making the window smaller. Okay.
Well, yeah, like that's my window. That's my background. Oh,
gotcha.
Shit. But then you can also easily like dox yourself or accidentally share like, my text messages are also on here if I press messages and like weird stuff. It's my Mac, so it's like super connected to my phone. But if I took down the shared window and I just did shared this tab in Chrome, I think that's when I can resize it and do some interesting things. Because like see how now I have like
we're about to be on the
names
clock.
Who's getting drafted. Like I kind of want to see more draft board and less of that, but it's whatever. Sometimes I pop out the draft board. So I don't think we need Aaron Jones. He's there though. It would be
Stephon Diggs.
We're taking a lot of digs. Do we need a QB?
He's such a smash.
Do you want to take Darnold? No.
Darnold's a reach.
I know we do need wide receiver here. We've been taking a lot of
around.
digs. I think he helps this team though.
For sure, we need Diggs here, real bad. Much higher upside than any of these other guys. No, I think we should probably be done at running back. We should probably take like Sam Darnold and stack him with Jadarian Price, although Jadarian Price is probably not going to be catching a whole lot of balls. But you never know, he could. He could.
It's not the worst place to take CJ Stroud for the same reason of taking
anywhere
Darnold.
on the board is the worst place to take CJ Stroud, actually.
He's an active starting QB who won't lose his job.
He's a warm body, is what you're telling me?
Exactly. And at QB, like we're about to run out of those. There's only
Daniel
so many
Jones
of those
is a warm body.
He's also
we can
coming off
stack
of an Achilles injury, but he does look healthy.
We just said the warm bodies are all that we care about.
But he's injured. Injured bodies are different than warm bodies.
He's barely injured. He'll be back.
Torn Achilles. It was like
he torn Achilles in week 8. He's fine. All right.
No, it was week 11.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Was it? Are you sure?
He played in week 11. Crazy? Yeah, because I just did JT stats projections, and I had to split it with Daniel Jones. So let's just Sam Darnold. That makes sense. Yeah. No, it was either week 11 or it was week 13. It was super late. Let's pull open the game logs for Daniel Jones. Oh God, where do I have that? It was the easiest place to pull that up. Player profiler.
Freaking guy. Whoever seen Knox's, you might be the worst person ever. I don't know. You're gonna make us have to take CJ Stroud. Wow, terrible. And you're not even you can't even see.
Super zoomed in, but this will work. Well, they have the injuries in the bottom, so we can go to. We don't even need the game logs. We can just go to the injuries. Where is it? Where's the little injury guy?
It said that he had 13 games played, so I guess you're
week
right.
14. I was being too optimistic. Week 11, week 14.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was late. Week 14. Why was I thinking week 11? Oh, they were week 11 bye. They were week 11 bye last year, but it was after the bye. Crazy.
It's okay, Cnox. I was mostly being aggressive, but you were using our words against us.
Oh, what did he? I didn't even see it yet, but I'll scroll down.
We talked about Daniel Jones, and then he immediately took Daniel Jones. Bill, I think that Brooks is going to be my guy. I've taken 0 Chuba the entire season. Yeah. I'm taking Brooks all day long.
I'm not really drafting Chuba Hubbard this year. I think he's too expensive. I think he's like
way too expensive.
A dead zone back. He usually goes cheaper than this, but even there, it's like kind of crazy. He wasn't very good last year. Rico Dowdle was much better on the same team, and then I like Brooks. I was pretty high on Brooks. I mean, I'm a homer. I'm a Longhorn. I'm a Texas fan, so like I'm gonna like Brooks, but he's had the injury bug. He's rookie season injured, sophomore season same injury, re-injured his ACL again. If he can stay healthy, I think he's got some juice, but it's to be determined if that translates to the NFL. So
here at pick 53.
Damn, Shaheed would have been nice, but I guess we have a way around that. We'll be okay. Do we want another quarterback?
What's tight end looking like?
Yeah, good question. We did take Tucker Kraft.
So
right?
we could do Kenyon Sadiq and try and do a jet stack later, possibly.
He did just have a procedure. You saw that, right? A hernia procedure.
That's true. I mean, if we don't want to take him here, that's all good.
He might be a slight faller. I also he's a jet, so it's like I don't know that we have to have a jet, but like I don't hate the pick.
Do we want to take Jalen Naylor and hope we get Fernando Mendoza at 60?
I don't hate that, but isn't Trey Tucker still available later too?
I hate Trey Tucker.
Gone?
If we could take Jalen,
he's gone.
we need to
Trey
pick
Tucker's
someone.
gone.
We need to pick someone.
Do you want to go Naylor?
Yes, that's who I'd take.
We do need some wide receiver help. We kind of pushed wide receiver pretty far, so let's just grab Naylor. Hey, Naylor.
We're betting that Naylor is just the wide receiver one. It's not going to be pretty, but he could do
be
it.
the third target.
I have way more faith in Trey Tucker.
So Jalen Naylor had a higher spike week last year than Justin Jefferson. The exact same offense, exact same QB play. People don't like to admit that.
Darnell Mooney, that guy knows ball.
Shockers is doing some interesting things.
Jonathan Brooks is his RB1.
That's fucking crazy. I just realized that. And he has Keaton Mitchell. Dude, he loves zeros.
What a Chad. This guy, wow.
Shocker. 15.
This guy is brilliant. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Shout out to everyone. If you guys have been here for the past 3 hours and 30 minutes, shout out to you guys. You guys are the real ones. If you've been here the whole time, sound off and chat. I know Bill has been here the entire time. Y'all are legends. Thanks for watching, bro.
Hell yeah. Almost back on the clock. Wow, Testa goes. Shocker. Who do you think he takes next? At pick 159. Like, what do you expect? I think he goes something crazy. He's going to take, like, Aaron Rodgers. No, Malik Washington. Pretty crazy. Wow. I mean, get your guys season, I guess.
Go ahead.
Hey, Mendoza, right?
Yeah, Mendoza seems fine here.
Yeah, we don't really care about tight end that much, and we can just be done at QB. I don't think there's any other late QBs.
Yeah, there are so many guys that I like, and tight end's just so cheap this year. I think that if there's anything that we're going to learn from this year, it's that tight ends that score meaningful points that are around the same range as these wide receivers that are just dart throws are not even any good. I feel is going to be the thing that we learn the most from this season. So exploiting these tight end prices that are just way too cheap, I feel pretty good about.
Yeah, I think I was playing late tight end in probably 75% of my pre-NFL drafts, like big board and stuff, where my first tight end, what I consider like late tight end, is like you don't take a tight end until like pick 130 and then later. So like I did that a ton, and I was taking mostly 3 tight end builds, but I just kind of felt like the aggregate kind of, built, like getting those late, there was so much good value for tight end. I don't know if it's gotten any better or worse, but I don't do it as much right now. I do dip into like some of these tight ends in the kind of these middle ranges, like Kraft or Laporta.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't go elite that often. I've gone elite more with you tonight than I usually do, which I think is good, just to mix it up.
I think truly we should not take another running back, and we should probably take 3 tight ends probably pretty late. So we should just punt tight end for the rest of the round, and then go 3 tight end probably at the very end.
So like a 3-4-8-3.
No. 3 more tight ends. So a 3-4-7-4.
Okay, I like that.
That would be my thought.
It just depends on who we can line up. Like we can get Otten, we can get Barner, like pretty easily, and I think like just stacking the hell out of it makes a lot of sense.
And then I think Greg Dulcich would be who I would want as well.
He's interesting. I don't know if I've drafted him yet. He's interesting. He did have a good week 17 last year, which I was.
Who are the wide receivers in this round?
Yeah, good question. No one apparently. Here's Ted
yeah,
Hurst. Do you want to stack him up?
If
He's your favorite pick.
AJ Barner's kind of a faller, though. We should take AJ Barner first and hope that Ted comes around to us. That would
That's
be what
also
I
a
would
good
want.
take. I like that. Very level-headed. I think that makes sense. We have the week 11 buys, but if we're taking 4, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And also tight end doesn't matter. Like I was making an argument earlier that the tight end bye week doesn't matter at all. Do you draft any Zachariah Branch?
Yeah, mainly because I am really in on Penix. So I generally, if I'm looking for someone to really late stack, because I get boxed out at oh wow, man, this guy. Wow,
Dude, that's crazy.
This guy is wild and crazy.
No, we don't want Brian Robinson in this one.
Oh, nah.
Let's review the team super quick for our next pick. Well, maybe don't even have time, but 3-4-6-2. Baker Mayfield. Okay, the Bucks play the Rams. Sam Darnold, they play the Panthers. Mendoza, Las Vegas, they play the
Arizona
Cardinals, right? We don't have any Cardinals. We have no Panthers, but we do have a Ram, so we have a little bit going there with that.
Having no Panthers feels bullish.
True.
Anytime you cannot draft a Panther on your team, I feel like you kind of have to do it.
So is it Otten or Hurst here?
I think Ted, probably.
Yeah. I was like, who matters more? We already have Kraft and Barner.
If we're going to pick 2 more tight ends, it really doesn't even matter.
Right. It's nice to
but
stack.
This Shockers guy, you got to watch out for him. He
knows
he knows
he goes
ball.
Marshawn
Okay.
Lloyd. Wow,
Yeah,
crazy.
Ted Hurst, lock it in. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I'm going to double check if there's any other wide receivers that would really make sense here, but I don't think so. I think this is a good pick, actually. Not just because it's the 3rd time we've drafted Ted Hurst in 4 teams.
You guys ready?
I've
been saying this. If you guys have watched any of my content, which you guys probably haven't, but that's okay. I think that Ted Hurst, you guys can book this, is going to be the Puka Nacua of our year. So
that would be something.
If you're looking back and you're like, wow, why did these teams do well? It's because we took Ted Hurst on every single one of these teams.
If I have 4 drafted Pomeranians and they're all 4 in the finals. Let's go. Hell yeah. Appreciate y'all for being here on a Friday night. Hope you're doing well. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, or if you're watching this for the first time later in the future, or the first time right now, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Goal to hit 1,000 subs before the NFL season, but we're going to get there because we only need 16 more. We've had 6 people sub since we started the stream tonight. Hell yeah. So we're doing good. Appreciate y'all. Studs. This is what we do. And then I'm going to go live tomorrow night, and we dropped in a bunch of teams tomorrow night too. And then I'm probably not Sunday night, but then Monday, Bindles and I are going to do a Ballsy show, and we're going to tweet out who our guest is real soon, probably either tomorrow or Sunday. And that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to do some more streams next week. I am going to do some golf streams, some PGA basketball streams next Tuesday. I've taken a week or 2 off from the PGA streams, but I'm going to get back into it. And we'll be sweating out our scrambles. And then, of course, our albatross is coming up. But we have some time to the U.S. Open. And yeah, if you like fantasy football content, best ball content, subscribe, come get in the chat, say what up, all that good stuff. And check out my new podcast on Apple Podcast and Spotify. It's called Edge Detection. It's completely different than this. It's just short, 5-7 minute long podcast episodes, talking ball, player takes, getting you ready for your fantasy drafts. And yeah, it's real fun. So all the promotion, make sure you're subbed to BBChosen. Links in description for him. Go check his stuff out. Do you like Freiermuth here?
Yeah, Freiermuth seems really good.
And then is it Gesicki? Is it Parkinson that we talked about? I guess we can't have to worry about the week 11 bye.
I would be Ferg over Parkinson, but if you want to take Parkinson just to be a little bit counterculture, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I have heard the Terrence Ferguson hype. I forget who was on the channel that was bullish.
You
on
are
him.
not on Hurst first. I've been on Hurst for many months now. But yeah, if you guys are just now tuning in, you're a whatever 1 a.m. sicko or 11 whatever time zone. It's still I mean, it's only 5 minutes. Go take a look right after the stream and watch those wonderful, beautiful gifts of edge detection. They are truly going to make you, I don't know, what would you say, $1 million this year, probably extra of EV? What, do you think that that's a little high?
I would say that's fair. Last pick. Appreciate you. Do we take Michael May?
No. Actually, no. Elijah Raridan. Can we please do that? Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, need to scroll.
How do you spell that again?
No. Just scroll. He's like pick 40. Or Eli Raridan right there.
Yeah. On
He's
the Patriots.
by week 11, but it doesn't even matter. Let's take it.
Over Mayer with Mendoza?
Yes, please. Yes.
You hate Hunter Henry? Or this is just a different universe where he could be good too?
They keep on talking about him being like Gronk or something. So I'm going to be in on that.
Interesting.
I have no idea. Actually, I've never looked at a single Elijah Raridan thing ever. But if you looked into him, I'm sure that it would be good. Pre-draft, only 20%. Bill Brodsky. All right, let's take a look-see here. That's
didn't Raridan go in the second round, or am I thinking of like Kazoil or like?
I think you're right. It might be Delp though. It might be Oscar Delp. It might have been both.
No, not Delp. He didn't go early, did he? It was Kazoil. Tanner Koziel.
I have 27% in pre-draft, so get on my level, buddy. It's okay.
Oh, damn. We never took any receivers with... we have Barner. Okay, that's at least good. I was going to say Sam Darnold naked is not the best.
No,
but
we have Barner and we have Price. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine.
It's a good team stack, and we have one
Price definitely loves to catch the ball.
Hey, sometimes players don't catch a lot of balls in college.
13 times in his college career or whatever the stat is.
And sometimes they get to the NFL and they decide to start catching balls. It's not unheard of, but it's funny. Mendoza, we have with Genty and Naylor. We've got Hurst with what's his name? Baker Mayfield, and then Sam Darnold. Yeah, like we said, team stacked with Price. We went hyper fragile, Genty, Brown, Kyron, and Price. I think it's fun. And then the receivers I think could be good enough, especially if Diggs hits in a meaningful way.
Yeah, Diggs has to hit. I think they have to fade Las Vegas getting another receiving threat, but I think Jalen Naylor could easily be the second/third receiving threat after Bowers and Genty. So I think it could be completely fine.
And it's always fun doing a 4 tight end build. If you're gonna mix it up, if you're gonna draft hyper fragile, and you're not getting the elite quarterback or elite tight end, then you might as well figure out another way to do it. I think we did that here in kind of a fun way.
Yeah, I think we did. I really like this team. I think this is a great team.
Waller.
I need to take another bathroom break. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna end it here because it's okay. We've been going live for 3:41, which is pretty sweet. And it's 1 a.m. Central, so I am ready to call it, and I'm gonna be live tomorrow night as well. So I'll catch you all there. Shout out to Chosen for coming on, drafting some absolute shippers tonight, having some fun talking ball. We'll have to get you to come around a little bit on the Keaton Mitchell, and then I think you're good to go. I think everything else was solid. Yeah,
I really appreciate you having me on for 4 hours. What a stud! Everyone, again, go subscribe to he's so close to 1,000 subscribers. Again, just make a freaking Gmail account. It takes 3 seconds. You make its own password for you and never touch it ever again. Just go subscribe to your boy Candyman. I'm gonna go and find 5 alts and I'm gonna subscribe to him. So that's gonna be an extra 5 subscribers there. Just go do it. And then again, 5-star review. No more, no less on anywhere that you can watch Edge Detection. And he's got the sunglasses. He's fading away. He's about to fall asleep.
I'm passing
Appreciate
out.
You guys. Have a great
great
night.
Appreciate you, man. Glad we get you a few more subs and we'll do some more content for sure. It's early. Yeah. It's hot best ball summer. It's already here, but we're just getting started.
Yeah.
The best is yet to come. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow night. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Later, boys.